Good evening. Welcome along to episode 6 of Zoom to Groom, the isolating dating show live on the internet where we set up singles on 90-second speed dates for all of you to watch. We can't wait. What an episode we had last week. Amazing. And I can't wait to do it all again. As I say, we can bring on contestants. We'll put them on 90-second speed dates. Then they've got to choose their favourite. Once they've chosen their favourite, they're going to decide who's going to get their golden heart and potentially go on a second date with. But as I was saying, last week was amazing. Let's have a little look at how it went.
Dog's a cat.
Listen, Doug's my favourite, but I'll happily stroke a pussy any day.
You'll get 90 seconds together. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. What's that in your neck, Alan?
That it's a midget bite. They're quite bad this
I'm going to go straight for the jugular with my judgments and my thoughts. There's no punches spared when a drag queen's there, although I can't punch because my nails will get broke.
Hold on. Who's the naked guy that keeps coming in the background, Craig?
Well, I was on a Tinder date earlier.
No fucking way. Get him in.
I had to get in there and... Oh shit, fucking 3.
I hear you having a few cans in the park.
Yeah, well, that would be my ideal date, but I've never done that before.
We could go on a date horse riding.
Have you got a horse or something?
Are
you good at riding?
Fucking hell, what's going on tonight? It's time for your decision, Dee. Who's it going to be?
Davey.
Zoom to Groom.
And as you saw there in the highlights, it did say to be continued, so a little bit more to come from Davey and Dee. Maybe later on we'll find out how it went, if that second date has happened, and we'll hear from them. They've been all over the press. They've been on Radio Scotland a lot. Can't wait to find out a little bit more about that. But don't forget, tonight we do have a Zoom to Groom referee who's going to be in the comments, so don't start your shite, because we'll just pop you out. Don't forget, these people have taken time out of their nights. They've got the balls to come on the show and put themselves out there and try and find love. So just think about things before you type them. Be nice. But if you do love the show, please subscribe to our YouTube, Twitch, Facebook pages. Like, share the lot. The more people that are here, the more people that are paying attention and watching, the better it is for all of us. And we can hopefully keep this going. Because this is episode 6. And season 2's only got 8 episodes. So we've only got this one and then 2 more. So the more people that are involved, the more people know this is going to be going on, the more people that love it, the more chance that we've got of staying and keeping this going. So please like, share, subscribe, all of those cool things that all those dead good YouTube streamers say. But let's see how Hannah's doing and see how things are happening backstage.
Hello,
how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm getting some chat that there's a bit of a lag on the video, so I'm hoping if people can let us know in the comments if that's been sorted now. I've just closed all of my other apps, which is what I tell everybody else to do, and I didn't do it myself. So hopefully that'll sort it.
But how's things backstage? How are we going tonight? Are we all ready?
We've got a full house backstage. So we've got our special guest who we're going to bring on in a wee minute. We've got our first dater and all of his dates. So we're ready to go. I think we should just get fired in.
It's almost like we're prepared though. Oh. It's almost like things are.
Thank you, Megan.
I already complimented you here when we spoke earlier this week. So.
You sort of did, you've had your hair done, and I was like, do you like it?
I said happy haircut, and you were like, thanks. And you're like, actually, you never said it.
My hairdresser is absolutely amazing. It's Vault in Mary Hill. It's cheap as chips, and my hairdresser is Mandy Gilfil. I don't really know how to spell her name, but that is how you spell it. And it's Vault for those that are interested. It's cheap and they're lovely.
I hope you're getting a bounce back for that little.
I better get a free haircut. I'm just in it for the free haircut.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get on with the show. Let's meet our special guest tonight. There really was only one way to go with this after last week. Last week with the fantastic CJ Banks on. But after last week's show, there was only one choice for who this week's special guest was going to be. It's Dee Maxwell. Dee, how you doing?
I'm all right. I just had my mic muted there, so I was going, but nothing was happening.
How are you doing?
Aye, not bad. It's been a crazy week, so it's mental.
It has been mad. I mean, like Radio Scotland, been in the papers. Was it the
magazines? Everything's asked. I've only just said it to some of them, but there's been magazines. I've actually got an inbox today from a laundry company that's willing to sponsor my underwear for my day. I don't know where they think we're going, but I said I would be buying Primark anyway. There's no point in wasting rich stuff if it's going to get wasted.
I'll be surprised. After the day, I'm surprised you're even going to be wearing any. That's
what I mean. It'll probably rip half, gone forever, never see it again.
Anyway, we've brought you back tonight, Dee. We want you as a special guest because we know you'll give that honesty to the daters.
Yeah.
As well. You'll give them the tips because you were fantastic last week. Not only straight out the blocks, 100 mile an hour. That date with Davey was just amazing. But then you dialed it back for your last date as well. You were a different D when you did your date with Andy. So I think the advice you can give to our daters tonight is going to be excellent.
Well, it's 6 of me, really. There's 6 of me in total. We've not met all of them. You've met 4. So we might get the last 2 of the night.
Good stuff. I'm looking forward to it. So how's things been since last week? Have you had any?
Well, I was kind of hoping you didn't ask because obviously it's all out in the public eye, and I kind of feel, I'm not sure, I might be being paranoid, right? But I was like, right, so put my age in the paper, which was 39, and I don't remember us saying I was 39. So I was thinking, right, does he think I'm too old? Because when I seen his age, I was like, fuck! And I was like, right, that's fine, don't worry about it. He doesn't look 26, you're not going to get lifted and it ain't like, you'll be fine. And then I just feel as if sometimes I was dead passionate about messaging like mad, and then the last 2 days it's not been the same, and I'm just thinking it's only a week, but I could be paranoid, and I never replied to my last text tonight, so we'll see. But you know what? I don't care. I'm a 10, you know what I mean? If he can't knock it out the park with a 10, he's going to just sporadically text me. Well, next.
If maybe you just can't handle it. Maybe
you just can't. I couldn't handle me being honest, but you know what? I don't need to handle me. It's everybody else that does.
Maybe we should try and get him back on the night and see if he can answer for his.
Well, I don't know. I tried to message him earlier, but you know what? I fell into that total love puppy, and I have checked him. Are you sure? And obviously, loads of people are going, "Oh, it's just all PR, blah blah blah." And I thought, do you know what? I really wish it was PR because I've hardly slept, mate. You know what I mean? I've cried twice already. It's not even a weekend. You know what I mean? I'm like, maybe no, but my 10. It's all out in the public eye. And then I'm writing memes, like things like, you can do better, babe, and all this. We don't know. We'll see.
I'm excited. Let's just get that call out there. Davey, if you're in, we want to speak to you. We need to find out your side of things. We want to see where this is actually. But I mean, the interview he's had on BBC Radio Scotland was...
I know, that's the thing. I was thinking, is he being showman? Am I being paranoid? I mean, Hannah's been like my counsellor. That's one thing I'll say about Zoom to Groom. She's been like my counsellor. I'm like, well, you know what? I'm dead confident on the screen, but it's no text back. It's like, breathe, Steve, breathe.
It's a full circle service we put out here. Excellent. Right, Dee, thank you. Here's Hannah coming to tell us.
Just give her a kiss back. I bloody love Dee. Actually, if you have not tuned into Dee Maxwell's live videos on Facebook, you need to make it a priority. I've got the notifications now, so I get them, because if I'm wake up in the morning and feel shy, sometimes even blasting gangster rap doesn't do it for me. And then I see one of these live and I'm instantly in a good mood. So aye. And everyone's look at everybody in the comments. Dee, I love you. Dee got me to watch this show. Dee's brought loads of her fans to the show. So anyway, I'm going to duck out again because it's time to get our first dater on. So
yes. Right, Dee, well, as I say, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing what insight you're going to give our daters, but we're going to go and meet our first dater, so we'll speak to you very soon.
No bother, see you soon.
So as I say, let's meet our first contestant tonight. Our first contestant is Brian. Brian's a single dad from Scotland who moved to England to be near his kids. Let's just meet him. Let's chat to him. Let's see what he's got to say.
Hello,
Brian,
Andy.
Where are you, Brian?
I currently live in a place called Rugby. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I know Rugby.
So I've been here 5.5 years, or maybe longer. So I moved down here because of my wee boy. And I'll be honest with you, I just came down here just to be a dad and just be close to him.
That's commendable. Totally commendable. I've got 3 kids and another one on the way, so I would do the exact same. I can totally commend that. But you do come back up to Glasgow regularly, is that right?
I do get up when I can, but because of my job, it can be a wee bit times. But because of my shifts,
what is it you do?
Sorry?
What is it you do? What's your job?
Deputy manager for kids in care.
Ah, interesting. So you must. You clearly have a heart of gold.
You know, it's probably my biggest part. I have got a big heart, and so hopefully that can win some of the girls over the night.
You also do a wee bit of modelling for wedding shows, I hear.
I do. Since, well, as you're probably aware, I'm a friend of Dee, so I'm probably going to get ripped tonight. I was on Take Me Out, and then after that, I get asked to go and do some wedding shows, and I've been doing it for the last couple of years. And do you know what, man? I love it. It's brilliant, man. Brilliant.
Yeah. I'm going to pretend that we didn't know you were on Take Me Out, but I'm sure we've got a wee picture of you when you were on Take Me Out. So I mean, let's see if we can get that on the screen now and just see how. Look at that! Look at that!
Yeah, that's me, man.
I mean, quite right. I mean, if I was going to Take Me Out, I wore a kilt as well. It's straight into the ladies' hearts, that one. Unfortunately, we didn't have a clip of it, so we done our best to find one.
Oh no, I've got plenty, man. Just gonna be. I'll send you some.
Sadly, you didn't find love or get to go to the Isle of Fernando. Is that right?
No, I did. I went to Fernando's and I also done the celebrity show for the guys.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I went to Fernando's and I picked. I'm not going to lie. I picked the wrong girl. It was a good laugh though. It was a good laugh. Picked the wrong girl. She ended up sleeping with one of the other guys. But then after I done my show, I get picked for the celebrity show. I was one of the guys behind the podiums, and that was brilliant as well. To be honest, I loved that.
Good stuff. Now, here the last date you went on, you get catfished though.
I did. I mean, it's happened to me a few times, to be honest with you. Every time I go to Glasgow, I seem to meet some. I usually talk to a few girls. I'm like, oh, I'm coming to Glasgow, I'll meet up with you, and then it just doesn't happen. I've not had much luck for that way.
But hopefully we can help you find love tonight. Hopefully. So I think we should meet our first dater then for you. Our first date for you tonight is Shannon. Now, people who watched before may recognise Shannon from our first episode, but she's got a new look. She's a single mum from England, but now lives in Scotland. She went the other way around. But she's fun and adventurous, and she's also a model and does a bit of singing. So let's get Shannon in.
Hi.
Shannon, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
You do look very different to the last time we saw you.
Huh?
You look very different to the last time we saw you.
I got some extensions in, yeah. I did have short hair last time.
I was worried that could have grown that quickly, and I was like, God, how long has lockdown been?
Shampoo, obviously, that's the truth.
Right, Shannon, you know the deal. Here, meet Brian, and you 90 seconds together. Start now.
Hi, Shan, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you doing?
No bad. I'm sorry if you have any trouble with my accent. Every time I'm down here, I have a lot of trouble with my accent.
It's okay. I've been in Scotland for a year and a half now. So my mum is Scottish, though. So.
Gosh. So whereabouts are you from in England?
Well, my dad was in the army, so I'd just say everywhere really. But I moved from a place called Bournemouth.
No, Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I know where that is. So do you still go back down?
I do. Yeah, I have friends in London and around places, but at the moment I'm just up here. But yeah, I do go down to England sometimes.
Oh, good. So what are you doing in Glasgow?
So I moved up with my little boy, and I do some modelling.
All right.
Just wanted to be closer to my parents so they could help with the little man, obviously.
So what kind of modelling do you do?
I do like fashion, and I've done like bikini and lingerie, but I'm also doing like beauty, like hair and makeup and stuff. So it's like the beauty thing.
Maybe we can get a modelling shoot.
We could do it. We could do a joint modelling shoot. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I do wedding shows and stuff. So it's a bit
that's
fun.
Awesome. I love to do wedding ones because the dresses are beautiful.
Yeah, I done my first Glasgow one. Sorry, Scotland one with my wee boy. I made our kilts. It was brilliant, man.
Oh, that's so cute. How old's your boy?
Yeah, he's only 5. He's only 5. So I've only got the one, but that's enough, I think.
Yeah, my little boy's 2.
Has he? Well, the time's running out, but it's been lovely chatting with you.
That 90 seconds goes quick, doesn't it, Brian?
Aye, man.
It was good chat though. It flowed nicely right up to the end. Sometimes people get a wee bit caught up in it, but I think a few people already making comments and the beautiful babies between yourself and Shannon. Normally, as always, we'll stick up a poll at the end once you've your third date and see what the viewers think you should be picking. But let's get your second date, and your second date is Lisa. She's an ex-holiday rep who just loves life. She's been on every dating app possible. Except she's had no luck, so she's looking for a soulmate and future husband. So let's meet Lisa. Lisa, how are you?
Hi. I'm good, thanks. And you?
Good. Lisa, where's the accent from?
Liverpool.
I thought
Yeah.
so. Are you down in Liverpool just now? Are you down in Liverpool just now, Lisa?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. Meet Brian.
Hi,
Brian. Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
You're 90 seconds together. Start now.
Go.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And you?
Yeah,
We
I'm
might
good,
have a
thank
little bit
you.
of a language barrier here because I'm Scouse and you're Scottish. So let's see how this
I
goes.
I know. Well, I can hear and I can understand you pretty well. Maybe you might not understand me.
Okay, let's try.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, you go first.
I like a guy who can make me laugh. So can you tell me a joke?
Oh no, do you know what? I'll be honest with you. That is my downfall. I'm crap at jokes. I'm absolutely
never
rubbish
mind.
at jokes. Well, I'll tell you what. Then I'm going to put it back in you, right? Give me 3 words to describe yourself.
Loyal, loud, and lovely.
Do you know what? That's perfect. But do you know, you probably said a really cracking word, loyal, because no disrespect to there, but there's not many loyal people out there left.
Yeah, no, probably not.
No. Right, let's see. Do you, I'm a big massive fan of tattoos and stuff. Have you got any tattoos?
Got one, but it's only a tiny one on the bottom of my lower back. But I do like tattoos on other people.
Right.
I just didn't like the pain, so I don't think I'd ever get another one.
What did yours say?
It's my actual initials, so it's my name's Lisa Catherine, so it's just LC, and then it's got
Why did you get your initials in your back?
Oh, I lived in Turkey at the time. We'd had a few drinks and we thought it was funny.
Whereabouts in Turkey?
Marmaris.
Ah.
Oh, we just got that in there. I do love it when a date ends on a question we don't hear the answer. Brian, a few people point out that your clock behind you needs some batteries. It's still telling the wrong time. So
no, it's just for show.
Oh, right, okay. It's nearly the right time.
It's just family pictures. It's just for show.
Right, let's get your third date in then, Brian. Your third date is Kelly. Kelly's bubbly, fun mum from Airdrie, who's twice survived cancer. So let's meet Kelly.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
How are you?
How are you?
Good.
You two are getting straight into this. So I'm going to give you your 90 seconds.
Listen, I've kept myself sober for this all day. Well, semi-sober.
Well,
so how are you?
Usually folk don't keep themselves sober for this, Kelly, so well done.
Well, I'm not. I'm kidding on, I'm sober. But listen, I'm going to be a granny and I've been at my daughter's baby shower, so I've had a long day. So
right. Well, we'll get these 90 seconds started. On you go.
Right, okay.
Hi, Kelly. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you? So whereabouts? I missed where you moved to. I tried to listen, but everybody was talking. And I had to come to a quiet place. So you've moved to where? Where do I need to travel? Where do I need to travel?
Have you heard of a place called Rugby?
Rugby?
Yeah, it's near Birmingham.
Right, aye, I've been to Birmingham travelling.
So,
car sales and stuff.
Yeah, do you drive?
Yeah. Aye.
You're only
I've drove to Coventry before on a car sales. I've done dark track racing through car sales, so I drove to like Coventry.
I'm next to Coventry.
Right. Do you know that place where I'm talking about, the big training centre?
I think so, aye. I think.
And it's like this section, and it's like you do the truck track, and like you drive through sand and all that. Aye, I've been there.
It's only it's about 15 minutes.
Sorry, I sound so yeah.
Right, I'm going to ask you a question. What things do you like on a guy?
Oh, it has to be a big heart and nice personality. Heart.
Good.
And anyway, you're good looking anyway, so.
Thank you.
But sometimes that makes me a wee bit insecure, but it's all right.
No, you look lovely. I'm going to put it back on yourself again. How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
3 words? Fucked up. No, I can't. No, I'm all right.
See, that's what I mean. Sometimes they never even get to answer them. We'll never know. We'll never know. Brian, you actually mentioned it in one of your last dates about how much you're into tattoos.
Yeah.
So we thought we can't have you on and not give you a fourth special date. So we've got you a fourth date. Normally people only get 3 dates. We've got a bonus date for you. We're going to bring back somebody who's been on Zoom with Groom before, and it's Kirsty. Kirsty loves tattoos. So we thought, we need to get Kirsty back on. So let's get Kirsty on now. Kirsty, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good, very good. I love how every time we speak to you, you're in a different scenario. It makes it feel like amazing. I don't know why.
I just thought I'd switch it up a wee bit and like maybe sitting on the floor.
I love it. I love it. Right, Kirsty, meet Brian. Brian, meet Kirsty. You're 90 seconds together. Make beautiful love.
Hi, Kirsty. How are you?
I'm good. I've got a question.
Right.
Right, so you're on Take Me Out. So do you know how I didn't see it? I don't think I remember it. But do you know how at the end you either get a really embarrassing video for one of your pals, or you have to do a weird like talent? What did you do?
Basically, they went were talking about my teeth, because my teeth were so white, and my pal started to talk about my teeth. Then the girls needed some sunglasses to talk to me, and it knocked off 12 girls. I was doing so well, and I thought to myself, my teeth might do me a favour.
Are they real?
I've got the crowns. I got them done in Turkey.
Oh, so they're not. Why do you say they're not real? No, they're not real.
They're real. They're just as like normal teeth. They just fit on top of your own teeth, and they just feel like you're in.
Right. Okay. Brian.
Right.
How are we going to make this long distance relationship work? We need to talk about it.
So where are you from?
East Kilbride.
Oh, that's not too far. It's only 5 hours.
Oh, 5 hours?
Aye. Do you drive?
But could you make it up at me? So see our Sunday morning when I carried a wee like hungover spoon, could you make it up anytime?
Something that might just be a visual one. You know what I mean?
What?
It might just be a wee emoji. It's just better than nothing. I mean, I could send a wee heart, a wee emoji cuddle. It's better than nothing, right?
Okay.
So, right, well, I'm going to ask you about your tattoos there, but I'm not going to get time. Sorry.
Okay, nice.
And I want to see them.
Do you know, Kirsty's been on 3 times, I think. And do you know, I think you're the first person to ask her about her tattoos. I don't remember her seeing all her tattoos.
I never get a chance. It was too busy wanting to know about my episode.
But so you've had 4 dates. Now's the big question.
Oh no, man.
Who was your favourite? I'm trying to do this blind here. Who's your favourite, and who are you giving up to? In fact, I should just say there will be a poll in the comments for everybody watching to see who their favourite was going to be.
It's quite tough. I like the first one because I like the fact that we could do some modelling stuff together.
So that was Shannon,
right? I liked Kirsty at the end because she was quite bubbly, but I think I'm going to go for number 1 so we can get to do some photo shoots and stuff together.
That's Shannon.
Yay!
Amazing. Love it. I love it.
Anything for a photo.
Exactly, anything for a photo.
And you even said you even do bikini pictures, so I thought to myself, I can't miss this.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
I love it. So you've got the wee backstage area. You can slide into the DMs. We can pass on the information. Thank you very much for being our first contestants. We've made
worries. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
D. Oh, still. What do you think?
I wanted him to go on with me so I could rip him and tell everybody how we met.
Maybe
how me and Brian met.
Yes, serious. Let's tell everybody.
Will we tell them how we ended up besties, mate?
You're good at this story. Why don't you tell them?
Right, so Brian, I've got another pal, Brian Matthews. I think he was on here as well, but I've got another pal, Brian Matthews, right? And Brian Matthews was speaking highly of me. So Brian Monaghan thought, okay, I'll try and bam her up. And when I had PMT, he sent a picture of Ursula, the sea witch, and said, is this your double? Do you know what I mean? So I ended up ripping him. He was still seeing somebody at that time. Then we started talking, and then we ended up best pals. But his tic-tac teeth do annoy me, his turkey teeth. He opened his mouth, and we are like in a party who put the strobe on. Do you know what I mean? But he's dead unlucky in love. He's too nice, and then he's too big. And I would normally know that Brian would go for Kirsty, right? Because he likes somebody in the thing we would normally go for Kirsty, but I was thinking one because that's what he bloody needs. Kirsty's lovely, but he needs somebody that's a wee bit more grounding for him. Kirsty's wild, she's my chick. I easily hang about with Kirsty, but I thought one for him just to make it beyond 3 weeks with a girlfriend would help. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He's like, I'm in love. I'm like, do you want to please tell me in 3 weeks, mate? I can't cope for another second. You're talking about you being in love again. Do you know what I mean? So,
there we go. The poll results. The viewers thought that Kirsty, she was 52%. Kelly with 19%. 18% with Shannon. 12% with Lisa. So I mean,
this might muck me up here, but you know what? I did actually like Kirsty the best.
I knew he did. He played Steph. I know him. He went, oh, she's wild. I'd fall in love with her. So she's lovely too, so let's take that one easy because I'll be with Kirsty for 2 seconds and I'll be phoning Dee greeting in love.
No, I'm not. You can't choose Shannon and then after the poll comes out, you just say, oh, I would have chosen Kirsty. You never.
She's no wild. Kirsty's no wild at all.
I'm not wild. I'm very chillaxed. I've spent a day fucking stripping wallpaper, making
fall in love with you, mate. You'll go out for one night and you'll give him the best night of his life, and then I'll need to listen to the fact that you've not married him yet. That's why you want to pick. It's nothing to do with the fact that you're in love with.
I feel like I can do it, Dee.
You can, and trust me, I've been dealing with it for 3 years. That's how I've dyed my hair pink. He's one of my best those. I mean, that's why I brought him on here.
Do you know what's going to happen? He's going to, no offence to Shannon, he's going to have his wee thing with Shannon. It's not going to work out, and then he's going to drop him in
wild and all. He might be wild and all. You never know. Just don't let that blonde surprise you.
Right. Just don't come and crawling back to my DMs, Brian.
There's a highlight right there.
So wonderful first set of dates. I've got to kick these daters out of the studio to let our next set of daters in. If any of the ladies that Brian didn't pick or indeed insulted in the aftermath of picking want to come back to the after show party, then send us an email. We'll send you the link later on. For now, we need to kick you out. Kelly, Lisa, Kirsty, but we'd love to have you back for the after show. And I don't know, like something's coming in here, Andy. I'm not.
Is this because of the? Like, because he'd been on Take Me Out and one of our previous contestants had been on Take Me Out.
Yeah.
And because we didn't have a clip from Brian, but I believe we've got a clip from the previous contestant that was on Take Me Out. Let's see it.
Okay.
My name's David, and I'm from Glasgow! Yeah! David from Glasgow. Girls, are you turned on or turned off? Whoa!
That was a lot of lights to get on. Oh, look, you're blushing, Dee. But I don't know if we recognise them, though.
No, he's definitely what is it they say? Get better age.
Maybe we need to see him more in his own natural habitat. Do we need to see him more in his natural?
I'm not gonna stand by and watch this shit.
What do you think is going to happen next?
We were already embarrassed by the dirty tactics of Joe Hendry. So we're not now gonna get upstaged by a couple of Che Guevara wannabes and two guys who, quite frankly, are a blight on the carpentry business.
Clang.
If anyone in this venue deserves respect, it's the wee man and Davy Blaze.
The team that were your winners, ladies and gentlemen, Polo Promotions, but it looks like we're having a Polo Promotions party. You can't have a party without a table. Well, I guess we'll have to find somewhere else to put the buffet, because there's going to be a Davy Blaze hole shaped in it. Wow! Nicely done.
Slammed through a table.
I just want to say, D, listen, I'm Davy fucking Blaze, and whenever I like a lassie, I dress up to the fucking max, right? I'm sitting here in my granny's living room. She's in her bed because she's got a couple of fucking cocodamol. I'm sitting here in a bow tie, brand new boat on my fucking dragon suit, right? And suspenders, right? I just want to say one thing to the presenter, right? Yes, mate, there might have been a few lasses turning the lights off, but there was a lot more lasses for me to play with, because that's the bottom line, because Davy Blaze fucking said so.
We love it, Davy. I love
Davy Blaze has had 3 drinks of that before he's come on here.
Listen, I just had to fucking crack a bottle and smell the neck of it and go, listen, I'm going on Zoom to Groom to surprise Big D, the lassie that I love, and I'm going to take out on a date. I'm like Charlie Bronson, but I'm not wearing sunglasses.
Did you just say the L word?
You're fucking right, I did. How's that a problem?
That's like the couch gone again, man. Why are you doing sitting there half naked and I'm in Kilburnie and you're in your grand and we're on this show and everybody's saying we're doing a PR stunt, but I just want to hang about with you in the dark night?
Listen, we'll go to fucking, what do you call that place? Wagamama. Get a couple of beers, get one of the Japanese dinners right down his man, we'll see what happens. See if the country goes bigging. Are you Davy Blaze, mate? You on that BBC fucking multi wrestler? But no, mate. I was on that fucking other BBC show that ISW done. Right? Use your autograph. Boom. I'm at a Big D. That's it. Your fucking role, mate.
Who's that rose for?
That rose is for you, darling. I picked that with my granny's girl in the day. She went off for that.
It's not even real.
She went off for that, but she get fucking insecurity right in the side of the head.
You never answered my text back then. I was going on like a mad chick.
That's because look at the fucking length of it. Look, that's why I never answered it back, because I was picking it out. Had to get it deep into the fucking route to get it.
Good. I like the attire. Stand up.
Here, hold on. I'll stand up now. Right here. Hold on. Right, watch this. Look. I look like fuck it. Oh, here. Hold on. I'm off camera, right? Hold on. Yeah.
No, you're not. I can still see you.
I look like fucking Antonio Banderas.
Oh,
fucking.
Yes,
Antonio fucking Banderas, man. Big Antonio Banderas at Desperado. Here we go.
Fucking hell. You never told me you were fucking ripped, Davy.
Yeah. I'm more ripped than a fucking junkie's gyro, man. Let's get it going.
At least you know what I'm going to have to be pretty. Look, I hope he's in the squad. Not quite, Gary. And stuff like you're big sitting there in the comments. Look at you.
Yeah,
How many times I text you to come on here?
I'm actually up my brother's neighbour's house because I'm at his 30th birthday party and I can't get any room because of the noise. See if you want me to go in the scud. I'll go in the scud right now, man.
No,
I'll be like Super Mario. Then my name had fucking pipes like that. Honestly.
See, before you get you can't use your incoherent, when are we going on this date?
I've got a fucking guitar case full of dildos, man. They're not even mine.
So just on the date, we would love to send you on that date. We want to send you on a special date together. We want to do that.
Hold on a minute. Did I just fucking hear that right, mate? Right? Did I just hear that right? I'm in my neighbour's house. I've got a bit of lost connection there. Did you just say, or did you not just say, you would love to send us on that date?
That's exactly what I said.
That's the bottom line, because David the Scottish Savage said so.
So let's get that set up. Let's get you sorted. let's maybe let David get to his bed.
Yeah, mate, get my bed. Mate, I'm sitting in fucking Peter Pan, mate, in Neverland, mate. I'm in the Lost Boys, mate. I'm causing it. I'm going to go.
I'll tell you something now. If you don't message me back after getting Stephen walking about in the scud, you'll be sitting with me in Peter Pan. You'll be going to have Dr. Hook's blank.
Yeah, listen, I just had fucking Bruce Springsteen on the phone, yeah. Try to do a fucking fucking tune.
These like that, pure backing off quietly. These been for Davey all week now. She's like, actually, do you know what? He's not really that type. I'm only kidding.
No, he's definitely my type, because that's exactly how I go on when I'm drunk.
Listen, what a lot of people don't realise is about David Blaze. See, when you chat David Blaze up, you get David Blaze going. He's like the fucking universal credit fucking gyro for junkies, mate. I come in once a month. And it's a heavy pie.
Jeez, right, Davey, we're going to let you
we'll arrange that date when you're better dressed and better sober, and you better answer my text so you'll be getting your jaw ripped.
I'm actually wearing my Moz G-string back to front, so it tickles my balls every time I tell a joke.
I knew that because I says, listen, doesn't matter. And I said earlier on he's going to a party, and I'm going on that thing. He says, I don't think I'm on. I was like, well, I don't know. I said, we'll need to wait and see. And then the text, does he come with subtitles only on Tuesdays? Do you know what I mean? But do you know what? See, be all honestly, right? That was obviously I was a wee bit drunk, but do you know what? All joking aside, the fact of the day, we've been in each other's messages all week. We've been laughing, we've been joking. He's probably drunk because I did reassure him that it wasn't a PR stunt. I wasn't doing it for exposure. I mean, at the end of the day, it was a bit of a shock when he was 26. So that's probably, if I wanted exposure, that's what I go for. Because not only am I a sex-starved comedian, I'm also a man-eater. You know what I mean? And I'm also maybe bored. My mum called me a paedophile. My mum was like, what age is that, Wayne? And I'm like, what, Wayne? She's like, what age is that, Wayne? I went, that boy you're in the paper with. I said, 26. Go on, yeah, clatty wee. I don't know who gave birth to you. I said, it was you. So that was that day.
I've heard clatty in years, man. I love that. Clatty's
my
one.
mum uses it all the time. She says, oh yeah, clatty wee. You know what I mean? You're like, okay.
We definitely, genuinely, we want to set that date up. 100%. I'm not joking. We want to set you up, send you away out for a nice dinner. And come back.
We said that. He said that to him. Obviously, he works in that as well. You know what I mean? But we said definitely this week because that's the things calmed down. Because he obviously had all these plans as well. Because we were just filling up. Age is just a number. Unless you're 20 and they're 11 years younger, it's no number then. You know what I mean? But it's been a good whirlwind a week. But do you know what? I think it's because of what I do put out in my comedy. I do put out that big confident, and see this week I've not been confident. I've kind of been hanging on a young guy's word and I didn't like it, so I was probably getting a wee bit angry. But then seeing him like that, whether he's drunk or no, there's not many guys that would go on an online show dressed with a dicky bow tie with the way hanging in the rose, so that does it for me.
Good stuff, right? I mean, I'm glad we could get him back on. And do you know the best thing for me was how embarrassed you got. You hit a beamer and a half just at the start of that. It was brilliant. I loved it. It made
but
it
I've been talking to him all week, and random things he's just done. Do you know what I mean? Like random things he was sitting with folk and he's lapped the phone. You know, I'm just sitting here and it's just hilarious. I mean, I know it's terrible, but I used to be very shallow, and that's how I didn't date when I was really heavy. I know it sounds terrible, but I always went for probably my mate Brian. You know, all teeth and all smiles, and do you know what I mean? No, I'm saying there's anything wrong with my mate Brian. Please date him, number one. Do you know what I mean? But it's totally different. But I feel no in control, and I don't like that.
I love it. It excites me. Right, Dee, we're going to come back to you then because we're going to be able to get our next contestant on and get some dates on the go. Thank you very much. We'll speak to you soon. What's going on in the comments? The comments are going, Tana.
I know. You something happened with your mic there. It went all. People just absolutely love Dee. Like she's brilliant. Still, people arguing over who Brian should have. Oh wait, it's Brian arguing with himself over who should have picked Brian. Shannon was Good luck with that. This is probably why you can't find a date, because you change your mind last minute.
I've heard Shannon maybe wants to come back and have a wee chat about how things have been.
Sorry, I'm just reading a comment from Father Paul there with the word dildos in it. It's like, what is? I can feel this is going to be one of these mental shows again. Is that the father in the chat talking about dildos? Yes, it is. We're ready for our next contestant.
Fathers with dildos only happens here. Just while we've got you, I did see that Gary Folds is in the comments again asking, I think we should just be trying to get him. Gary, get yourself into the DM. The link.
Gary, please do it. No, we would love to have Gary on. He's a legend as well. I very much enjoy his live shows on Facebook. So if folk haven't cottoned onto that yet, then definitely do it. And he would just be good banter. We'd love to have him on. So, but no pressure.
Let's get that sorted. Right, let's get our next contestant on then. Let's meet Aiden. Aiden's a filmmaker and a photographer from Motherwell. He loves music. He normally found crowd surfing with a camera at gigs in Glasgow. And he gets his hair cut, especially for this. Let's meet Aiden.
All right, Shaggles, what's happening, man? You having a good time?
Good, Aiden. How are you?
This is the wildest fucking show I've ever watched in my fucking life, man. But I'm good.
No, Aiden, just before we go and have a wee bit of chat, you did get your haircut especially for this. We've got the before shot.
Hannah texted me this morning. I was like hanging out my fucking arse, and then she was like, "Can you please come on this dating show?" And I was like, "Right, okay, I better fucking sort my look out." It's like I've got that quarantine flab. My fucking beard was like out to here. My hair was a fucking mess. So it's like I might as well put in a little bit of fucking effort for the look at the fucking state of me, like. So that needed to get fucking sorted because I'm obviously like an early fucking cave dweller in that fucking photo.
I thought you looked like an undercover Louis.
On the fucking mullet. Holy shit, Leanne Clark's just like mowing the well. Fucking ML1, we don't run, so.
So how's your lockdown been? How's it been for you?
It's been fucking busy. Like I work in a national fucking TV station making adverts, and we've been totally rammed with work, so like I've kind of not had a break. So I think I'm going to go like around the Hebrides in a couple of weeks or something like that, just a little bit of fucking chill out time with homies and stuff. So that's that.
Now, I heard you had a wee bit of an issue getting some technology that works, so you took a bit of a round trip.
So this I always felt like, because Hannah so fucking kindly asked me to like help out. I went to STV. It wasn't a laptop. I had to go back home to get my mum's iPad, and she's got like a cover that says like "Live, Laugh, Love" and shit like that on it. So that is the apparatus that I'm going to be like communicating to these three lassies that we're going to have. What is it, like a 90-second date or something like that?
Yep, each of them you're going to have 90 seconds with, and then you're going to pick your favourite.
You do a lot of shit in 90 seconds, Andy. You can do a lot of shit in 90 seconds.
I could do it twice. So I think we'll meet your first one.
You do it twice? That's amazing.
I've got 3 kids and another one on the way. I could probably do it 3 times.
Oh.
Your first date is Nadine from East Kilbride. She's a
East Kilbride.
Now the next line. I did not read. I read this and I didn't ask any more about it. She's a Tinkerbell stunt double looking for her lost boy. So let's meet Nadine.
Hiya! I can't believe you've actually just said that. Like,
I read it and I was like, I'm not even going to ask about that. I'm just going to read it out.
No, because there was a group of us that signed up to this, like, and we just went like, come on, let's go for it. Like, we'll all do it together type thing. And we put I get called Peter Pan. Funny enough, like when Davey said something about Peter Pan earlier, I was like, oh no, you better not drag me into this. So they all call me Peter Pan because they said I never grew up.
Cool. Well, Nadine, as you know, you get 90 seconds with Aiden. This is your 90 seconds to see if yous are going to be a match, and it starts now.
Do a lot of shit in 90 seconds, man. So my first question is, why is North Lanarkshire better than South Lanarkshire?
It's not. 100% not. South Lanarkshire is a lot better. Like North Lanarkshire, nah. To dive.
It was just a little joke to fucking ease it in, man. So where did this Tinkerbell stunt double shit come from? Where did it start? What was the first time somebody fucking said that, or like you said, oh, that's going to be my fucking name, my mock here?
It was actually Davey. So one of your other dates, we were all in a group chat with Davey, and well, it started with being called Peter Pan, and then when I got all my hair cut off, they now call me Tinkerbell. So that's where it's kind of came from. So when we were signing up, they're like, "Oh, you could be Tinkerbell stunt double," and I was like, "Well, I'll just put that one for my lost boy then, Miller."
I mean, lost, like every day I wake up, I look around, it's just like, I'm lost as fuck. So maybe you could, I don't know, help me find myself, some insert cheesy fucking crap line right here, right now. Like, so
I know, but you could have said, like, you know, like, I'm Hagrid for Harry Potter with that beard.
I looked more like Hagrid. Did you not see the thing, like, just before like I came on? It's like, did you not see the state of me? Like, I looked like an extremely fucking hungover version of myself, which I was when I got the haircut, man. Like 5 seconds. That was
haircut's good though.
Peace out.
90 seconds. It flies. 90 seconds flies. You think you've got ages, but it's when you're chatting to a lovely lady, it does not go well.
But, you know, like, she was wrong about South Lanarkshire being better than North Lanarkshire, because fucking, like, fucking Michelle Mullen fucking knows North Lanarkshire fucking massive. Like, South Lanarkshire cannot hold a candle to the...
Well, I did see our Zoom to Groom referee in the comments, and he says it's a bit like two bald men fighting over a comb. So I've got
Yeah, but Teenage Fan Club came from fucking North Lanarkshire, so it's all cool. Like, Primal Scream... You know,
Biffy Clyro came for Command. Wouldn't he move there?
North Lanarkshire's better. Like, North Lanarkshire's better. That's cool.
Let's get your second date on then. We're going to bring back Amy. Now, some people may recognise Amy from season 1 of Zoom to Groom. They may also recognise her from the Who Wants to Be a Lockdown Champion quiz that we done as well. Amy is a real-life sailor. She teaches people to crew race boats, and she's been around the world. She's been around the world, but her geography's shite, so don't ask her any of that. She's looking for somebody who's willing to try sailing with her. So let's meet Amy.
I mean...
Amy, how are you?
Hiya.
There's fucking Amy right there.
Good, thanks, how are you?
Amy, I feel like it's been ages since we spoke.
It has. I mean, yeah, it has.
Yeah. Amy, are you in Glasgow? I forget.
Yeah, I'm in Shawlands.
Yeah, okay. We've got an Ayrshire Glasgow internet delay here, but we'll work with it. We'll maybe give you slightly longer than 90 seconds to go with the delay. But you
fucking dog. Well, wait a minute. There's a fucking dog. What's the dog's name? Oh, did you ask that in 90 seconds?
Aye, if the dog's there, we all want to see the dog. Is that Skipper? Skipper, the sausage dog.
Yeah, yes. This is Skipper.
Skipper, you really like sailing. You really fucking like sailing. Are you like obsessed with boats and stuff like that?
Hey, you can't ask these questions until you're 90 seconds up. Right, let's get these 90 seconds up now.
So
yeah, so this is Skipper. He's got his own life jacket and everything.
But so you've got your dog a life jacket. Does he have like an entire wardrobe of like sailing, like fucking accoutrement and like clothes and stuff like that whenever you go like into open water?
No, he's just got a life jacket and deck boots.
Do you ever see whenever you've been sailing, you know how like I've heard that there's no law whenever you go like into a kind of certain like kind of part of the fucking ocean? Have you ever had like any crazy mad mental fucking parties in like the middle of the ocean where like the police can't pull you up for anything?
So we have, but I'm not entirely sure I should mention them on this.
I think you should mention it. I think it's fucking 10 to 11. I think you should fucking tell us.
There's been some very shocking parties on these boats. There's been very shocking parties in the marinas on the boats, to be fair. So we don't tend to actually go very far offshore to do it.
Why is it always like fishermen that are always fucking mental? Like fishermen are like the same tier as like chefs and like nurses. It's like they always seem to be like the most up for fucking partying. So why do you have an alcohol problem as well? I don't know.
I mean, there's once you get far enough out, there's not really much else to do. It's drink and have sex. Like that's kind of your two choices. And depending on who's on the boat.
Like, I'm a man of simple pleasures. I like alcohol.
Depending on who's on the boat.
I like sexual intercourse. So there's nothing else to do out in the fucking ocean apart from looking at water and fucking everything that moves. And that's that.
I'm glad she was away for that last wee bit. We've got one more date from you, and this one's from Hamilton. A bit of a Zoom to Groom legend we're bringing back in here.
Hamilton?
Yeah, everybody that watches Zoom to Groom is dying for us to get a match, a good match for Gemma. So let's get Gemma in.
Who's Gemma?
Gemma, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Hey, Gemma.
I'm loving the backdrop, Gemma. Are you trying to like rival me on this?
I'm in my new office.
Oh, okay. I love it. I love it. Gemma, you know the rules. Your 90 seconds with Aiden. Start now.
Have you been on before?
Literally all
have you been
the
on
time.
before? Like 90 seconds. All right, Shagger. Have you been on before? Like, is this isn't your first rodeo? You've been on this fucking
no.
match.
I was on the first episode of the first season of this, and I came back for season 2 last week, and it was horrendous. So I'm really hoping this week's a wee bit better.
I don't. It's like, I mean, like, what could possibly go wrong in 90 seconds? That is.
Well,
what was your horrendous experience? Do you want to talk about it?
I mean, I've joined a support group to deal with the pervert from Wishaw for last week, but
was the pervert from Wishaw on here?
Yeah.
No.
What? You can't.
Wishaw's full of pervs though. Like, there's like, I think like that Wishaw is like the place where like all the perverts get like fucking shipped out to, like, to just live the rest of their fucking happy life, you know.
It's a wee magnet for them. So, did you say you were going to celebrities in a couple of weeks?
I might go, like, I think me and my homeboy Tommy, who I've not seen since the start of lockdown, are going to go to like small ales. I've never been to small ales, so like canna, rum, egg, muck. And we're probably going to do the North Coast 500, so I'll probably take 2 weeks off to like do the whole thing and like chill in hotels and stuff. Have you got anything lined up, Gemma?
I'm going to the Southern
looking for your
Hebrides.
man, your perfect man on fucking this show.
Yeah, aside from looking for a perfect man, I'm going to the Southern Hebrides in a couple of weeks.
The Southern Hebrides?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. There's like a timer turning up. We'll talk later. We'll fucking talk later, man. Cool. Right, catch you later.
Well, that is it, Aiden. That is it. That is your
That's
3
it.
days.
I've been fucking terrified. Like, since Hannah fucking roped me into this, I've been terrified all day, and that was all fucking gravy, man. It was all cool.
Well, you've got one last task. You do have one last task.
And fuck.
Unless somebody's going to give me a slight update, I'm just looking at my other screen there to see if we've got
How
another.
many screens do you have, Andy? Are you like the fucking Oracle in the Matrix where there's just computers surrounded around you?
Pretty much. I've got 5 screens around me right now, trying to keep a hold of everything. But I think what we got to do is you got to pick your favourite now.
Oh fuck!
You had Nadine was your first date. Then you had Amy.
I'm just consulting my phone, so it's like there's a bunch of people telling me to fucking go with different shit. My goddamn homegirl Carlo Escobar's telling me to go with the Tinkerbell stunt double. Another person's telling me to go with Gemma. I'm not going to trust that person. I'm going to go with my goddamn homegirl Carlo and say it's going to be Nadine, the Tinkerbell fucking stunt double person.
Nadine straight in, getting the golden heart.
What's that?
Straight in, getting the golden heart. First appearance.
Yeah,
Boom. There we go. We have made a match. Thank you very much
I
for being
wasn't expecting that. I thought you were going to go for Amy there as well.
Well, slide into the DMs, make that match, and make beautiful babies. Thank you very much for joining us on our 6th episode of Zoom to Groom. We'll hopefully see. That was our second contestant tonight. Let's catch up with Dee. See what Dee thought.
Well, I was sitting there and I was thinking, and I'm not judging, right? But Aiden, I think he's a bit nervous. So we attacked with nerves. He went for defence and he thought, if I just keep speaking, I don't have to get any rejection. I just keep speaking. I'm just here for a laugh. So he just kept doing that thing. And I think actually underneath all that bravado and calling himself Shagger and all that, he's actually such a sweet boy, because I'm a good judge of character. I used to be a clairvoyant before I was a comedian. That's the true story. So I definitely went for Tinkerbell myself. Can we also touch on Wishaw Gaz? I don't think he's a I think he's just very different and outside the box. And I don't think he knows how to present himself. So he presents himself as this confident person that's not confident. I think there's more of not a bad desperation, but a slight desperation in the sense of finding somebody and comes across the wrong way. So that's my analysis on him.
What I said, I think a wee bit of nerves come into that as well. Like, I think he maybe misjudged one of his dates. Like, whereas I said it with you earlier, actually, your last date, you dialed that right back on your last date last week. Whereas he went in 100 miles an hour, and it was quite obvious that his date, Gemma, actually was quite uncomfortable. And instead of
and so she should be, because I've seen that as well, and she's got a right to her feelings. She definitely was the flash of him trying to be somebody he wasn't in order to try and get somewhere.
Yeah, and instead of dialing it back, he kind of doubled down on it a little bit. So I think that's where he came across poorly. But yeah, I mean, I think that hopefully we've made a second match there. We've got one more round of dates. Oh, wait a minute, I've been told to keep you talking because we're missing somebody in our next round of dates. But thankfully it's you, Dee, because I know you can talk.
I can talk for Scotland. I just like to say for everybody, the one thing that this show did teach me while we're buying time, right, is do not go for what's on a cover. You've got to actually read a book. I don't think David went for me. I mean, obviously I'm 39, he's a young guy, do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't have normally went for him in the sense because he's stocky built, he's all different things, the dynamics that I would normally go for. But I've actually had more compliments in 1 week and felt better in 1 week than I did wait a long time with other people that I was with. So I think you need to be yourself on here. I think that's good. And I think Gemma as well, while we're on the subject, she is beautiful and she needs to stop hiding behind her hair. Let her face out and relax.
Gemma is, as she said there, she was on the first ever episode we did way back when we were doing it on TV. And she's brilliant. Like, genuinely, it's one of those people that I'm invested in. I'm like,
she's got a warm heart. She's beautiful. And I think that if you're going to apply in future weeks, if you're going to just be a bam to Gemma, I think I'm going to have to come to your house and slash her washing. Just saying.
Washing. I'm stealing that, dear. Definitely.
Listen, see between you and CJ, I'm going to have no sets left. I'll be up in that and they're going, look at her stealing that off Andy and CJ. I'm like, wait a minute, watch them to Groom. It was mine fault.
You'll have stolen my job by that point anyway. You'll have stolen my job by that point. Don't worry.
I said paternity leave. I've got right MD's shoes unless they ask me.
We'll need to send you all the glitter curtains and the wee love sign and all that.
No, I've got to create it my own, mate. I'll be all sleek and dominatrix, kind of 365 days, kind of like, you know.
Black leather, sex swing in the background, you know.
Exactly, you know what I mean?
David just swinging in it.
And David tied up somewhere he behaves himself and realises that he needs to drink one less pipe when he comes to talk.
I love it, Dee. Right, I hope you come back once we've done a bit of dates.
Wait a minute, Hannah. I'll switch my camera off and mic because I use it today.
Okay. That's cool.
There's a mic and camera, dear. I actually can switch it off.
There she goes. Thanks so much, Dee. We'll get you back in a wee bit.
So we all set for our last set?
We're just about set. He's seen the link. He's not ready yet. And I don't really want to put two of his other dates on a date together quite yet. One thing I do have to say is we've had a last minute cancellation from one of this gentleman's dates. One Daniel has ended up with his pal in hospital. So he's not in hospital himself, but his pal is. So hope you get better soon, Daniel's pal. And if any gay guys in the comments like the look of our next contestant and want to jump on for a date, let Danny, our Zoom to Groom referee, know in the comments. Slide him a DM on the Zoom to Groom Facebook and you could get in and be the third date. So
I'm just seeing the comments fly by us there. And I'm seeing a wee bit of matchmaking happening there, and somebody's saying that they think Gemma and Gary Faulds would be a good match. So again, another shout there for Gary Faulds to get on the show. I mean,
on the show.
Just
love that. Yeah. Right, we've got our next dater in, and we've got number 1 and 3, I think, on your list. And any guys in the comment that want to date this guy, slide into our DMs and we'll get the link to you.
Okay, then let's get our final contestant on. We've got Jamie. Jamie's a bit of a big deal on TikTok. That's what the cool folk do. You may recognise him from Channel 4's First Dates. It's our new niche. We are here to guarantee love for those folk that didn't get love on other dating shows. Jamie's a mental health warrior, an actor, and he loves the gym. So let's meet him now.
Hello.
Jamie, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. This is strange because I suddenly feel very southern and you're very northern. So you're not northern, but you're in Scotland.
Yeah, some of the accents you may hear are pretty strong. I'll put on my posh accent and I'll get ripped for it in the comments as we go on here. So that's fine.
No, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It's nice to meet you.
You too. Now, Jamie, you had a bit of a big deal on TikTok and you have 10,000 plus followers on Instagram. And you've been on, what was it? Is it Channel 4's First Dates? I'm pretty sure we've got a picture of that, actually. Let's see if we can get that up now and see how handsome you look back then.
No, I never uploaded that picture. So
we didn't upload it. Okay.
It's on our Instagram. Follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram. It's fine.
I'm slacking with you, Joe. I'm slacking.
I was on First Dates and I got absolutely royally pied. So hey Debbie. Debbie's lovely. So I got absolutely pied. So he said no.
Oh, so I mean, I actually like watching First Dates. It's one of those ones that I'm not a big fan of dating shows. I don't watch Love Island or anything like that, but I do love First Dates. I think it's amazing. So was the date just awful? Was it just bad? Or
It wasn't awful. It was, he said yes on the first night and then decided to say no on the second night. On the second day, the morning after, he was like, so we both said yes. And then he woke up the next day and thought, you know what? Jamie's too needy.
Oh,
how dare you?
You may have seen some comments flying up there, and a lot of people saying get Barry in. Barry is a contestant who previously been on before, and I think they're trying to get him slid right into a date with you. I mean, we'll see what happens there. But I think we should meet your first date. Your first date is Adam. He's a TV graduate from Napier University and founder of The Bigger Picture, which creates awareness and opportunities for disabled people in the creative industries. So let's meet Adam.
Hey,
Adam.
how are you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm not bad. How are you?
So tell me about what you do. You
just can't start the date until I get out of here. That would be weird.
Sorry.
Yeah, piss off, Andy. No one likes you.
I was on it. I was like on it already.
You just have got 90 seconds together. After that, Adam, you're out of here. Your 90 seconds start now.
Okay, tell me about what you do. What's your job?
So I actually do a few things. I've got my fingers in a few pies, but primarily what I'm doing right now is promoting awareness of disabled people in the creative industries. So that covers a few things like visual disabilities, mental health. Just let me know if you need me to slow down because I'm Scottish. So that's what I'm doing just now, and I'm also doing an internship with a TV company in Glasgow.
That's amazing, and good work on what you do. It must be very rewarding, is it?
Yeah, so the business startup, The Bigger Picture, is fairly new, but every day I get a sense of appreciation and satisfaction there. So it's always rewarding.
Great.
What do you do?
What's that?
What do you do?
Oh, I'm an actor, so I do musical theatre, and I have a company called West End Workshops Live, and we do workshops on Zoom throughout lockdown, and I do fitness. I'm a fitness instructor as well, so yeah.
Sure.
Good fun. You like musicals, Adam?
I can't really hold a tune, but I try. I mostly in the shower.
Mostly in the shower. Hey, they're good acoustics in the shower. What's this? It looks like you've got a bottle next to you or something. What's this?
Well, this is for two reasons. Because whenever I go on cam, I never know where to look. That's the first reason. The second reason is because we're on Zoom to Groom and there's no way I'm doing this sober.
Amazing. I absolutely love that. Good for you. Adam, your work sounds so cool. Yeah, it does sound so cool. I am honestly I think it's amazing. And that's such a incredible thing to do, to be helping people. And yeah, good on you. It's lovely to meet you.
It was nice talking to you.
Yeah, really nice.
There's no subtlety when the 90 seconds are over. Your 90 seconds are done.
It is, isn't it? I'm like, oh my God.
Yes. So I think we're going to go straight into your next date. Now, your next date, I'm just going to check that it is.
It's Grant.
Right, okay. So your next date is Grant. Grant has been on before. He is the human manifestation of a sugar rush. That is his own words. He's a YouTuber and a presenter whose recent video about a mole on his face gained 7 million views. So let's meet Grant.
Do you know what? This is my 3rd time on here, and I feel like the desperate woman at week 29 on Take Me Out. There's like no lights for Grant, and here he comes again.
Well, Grant, let's see if this can be your last week and see if we can get a match.
I mean, I'm hoping so. I mean, it's been a long lockdown. I've been single that long. The last time a man opened a car door for me, I was arrested.
Your 90 seconds with Jamie starts now.
All right, first of all, Jamie, you look like you were created in a gay man's laboratory. We've got 90 seconds. Let's just speed right through this. So you're from London, you're a performer. We're going to know a lot of the same person because I did cruise ships. So what's the last production you were in?
What was that?
What was the last production you were in?
The last production I was in was I was assistant director on Saturday Night Fever, and before that I was in Joseph. What about you? So
Oh,
you're
God. Oh, no, I don't sing. No, I'm okay. I mean, the only thing I do is run my mouth, and I get paid for it now and then. So that's the only thing. Favorite musical? Go. Tells a lot about a man.
Tells a lot about me. That's a really difficult one. Les Miserables, but that's so cliche. Yeah,
Mine's just Phantom. You can't beat a bit of Phantom.
Oh, okay. You're interesting because you're like he's like taking the lead from the moment. He's
Come on, Jamie. He's got to get his guns right. You've done entertainment. Most famous person you've met.
No, I want to know about you. You're taking the lead. No, stop.
Stop then.
Tell me about you. What do you do? What's your job? I don't know what your job is.
So I'm a vlogger, so I get around again. I get paid to yap on front of a camera, and I do a little bit of.
What's it like doing that?
It's all right. Again, I get a yap and just be me and just be an absolute twat. That means different in Scotland than it does in England. Apologise.
Is that your full-time job?
Oh God, no. That's my side hustle. But if I can't tell you my real job because then that just like knocks me down like a hot level.
No, can you not tell me?
I can stack shelves in a Lidl's, but I also work in a bar as well.
That's cool. That's cool.
Cool.
That's good.
2, 1.
2, 1. Great.
That was intense. That was a level of intensity that I don't think I was prepared for. That was mainly arguing, if I'm honest. That didn't seem like a date.
Fighting who's taking the lead. That is absolutely hilarious. Well, I was like, he came in and he was like trying to take. I'm like, and I was like, I'm not going to end up knowing anything about him. So yeah.
We did have a conversation about this. Sorry, Hannah.
Well, go on. I'm just popping in.
I was going to say we did have a conversation about this earlier, and we kind of thought they could be a great match, but then they're like they could also be so alike that they hate each other.
They're basically the same person. He's the Scottish version of Jamie. So we're waiting. Apparently, we have a third data from social media coming in, but I'd love to hear Dee's analysis of date 1 and 2.
Mute D.
How are you, darling? Jamie?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Well, I've got to say, first guy, I just want to hug him.
I know.
So sweet. You could sense his admiration for you, Jamie, but at the same time, he was holding himself and he just spoke with so much passion. Grant is a bit like me. I hate to say it. He likes the sound of his own voice. And for all Jamie could have known, he was a mass murderer, and he was presenting that behaviour. You know, and I just felt, Grant, son, you need to before you come on. You need to go for a bath. You maybe need to tickle your thigh a wee bit, calm down the Victorian. You know, maybe have a wank before you come on. But I just felt Jamie was just like, wah! And I thought Jamie was just like sweat. And I just thought, you're not going to get a date that way. You might get an injunction, but you're not going to get a date.
I was like, can I get a word in? And I was like, I want to know about you. And he was like, da 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 da. And I was like, I want to know more about you.
So I can analyse that for you, because online he's a sensation, just like me and you, Jamie. And obviously, like the rest of us, I work in a hotel as a spa receptionist, is my day job, which I would wish they would hurry up and open up so I can smile at people I don't like again. But anyway, that's my day job. But I just felt as if because he has this big persona, he thought little stacking shelf bar. But you know, I come from the school of we work. It doesn't matter where you work.
Yeah, I wanted to know about that because it's cool. Yeah. I want to know, and it was more like, yeah. I won't say
I feel as if the first guy is so sweet and so lovely. But Jamie, I can sense off you. You need a bit like me. You need love, but you also need a firm hand. And that's why I thought, but I thought maybe Grant was more of a right hook than a firm hand. So I was kind of, you know, he might punch you rather than hold your hand.
I'm in between. Yeah. There's bonuses and
Yeah, and he is. I think looking at me, looking at me.
Yeah.
Analyse it. My nephew's gay, and I go out with him often. I was like, listen, darling, I don't care what he's saying to you. Grant looks like an extremely good person in bed. That I could guess. But I think you would need to. I think you'd need to sedate him a wee bit, give him some chamomile tea first. But I reckon you'd be on to a winner with the sexual thing. It's just maybe adjusting the attack and the emotion.
No, I agree. Yeah, cool.
Are we going to get a chance to see if we've got an in between there?
Yeah. Dee, I'll pop you out at the moment. So I do. I've got another previously popular contestant who's messaged me personally and said, "Give me the link," and now he's not seen that I've sent him the link. So Callum, if you're watching, we're ready for you. Click the link. It's in your DMs. What should we do? Some people are shouting for longer between Adam and Jamie. Gary Falls, see if we give you what you want here. You give us what we want and get on the show. But yeah, let's give Adam another wee 30 seconds because Jamie's third date needs to download Chrome. Callum, you can join on your phone.
Yeah, that's the excuses. Just get on your phone. We
let's
definitely.
give Adam another 30 seconds to chat.
Oh, wait a second. Should we now give both 30 seconds? Because that's unfair.
Oh, yeah. But where's Grant gone? Yeah, we'll give Adam first and then Grant can get back in. I think he's lost connection. Okay, cool.
Just 30 seconds. So 30 seconds here. Oh, I'm back. We're going to...
No, we're not doing it.
So this is going to be short and sweet. 30 seconds to really sell it. Go.
Give me 2 interesting facts about you, Adam.
So I recently turned down an audition to appear on Naked Attraction. And I also just won an award from a film I made at NASA about the woman behind Apollo 11.
What's that?
I have it here. It's called Space Queens. It's on Amazon Prime. I got to travel to NASA and make that there.
Wow, you went to travel to NASA?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's incredible. Wow.
Why wouldn't you lead with the award-winning NASA film? That's the first thing I would have put on my application.
We had Naked Attraction and then we had NASA. I mean, wow.
I'm glad we had those extra 30 seconds. That's blown my mind. Those are things that I would have led with. I've turned down Naked Attraction and I won an award for my Amazon Prime documentary on the women of NASA.
I mean, the funniest thing is, you know, I think it was 2 days ago, I got an offer to go on Naked Attraction, but I ain't been to NASA. Wow, that's incredible.
Are you going to do Naked Attraction?
No! I'm not getting my chipolata out for anyone, sweetie. I really am not.
Yeah, I've always thought there's a certain type of person that goes on Naked Attraction, like, just go to the doctor. Oh, no, that's a different one. I was thinking of Embarrassing Bodies. Like, just go to the doctor.
Just go to the doctor, yeah. No,
they all need a doctor. They all need a doctor, to be fair. Listen, we've got brilliant news. We've got Grant to sell himself in the last 30 seconds. I'm looking forward to seeing whether either person talks or whether they just like shout at each other for 30 seconds. And then we've got your third date, Jamie. So let's not delay.
Let's do Grant first then. We'll do Grant first for his 30 seconds.
Yeah, Grant.
Okay, so Grant, you've got 30 seconds to sell it. 30 seconds to sell it. What the? He's a sock in his mouth. Oh, sock in his mouth. Got it. 30 seconds to sell it. Go.
Go, Jamie.
Oh, no, I was going to say that now. So, Grant, how old are you? Because I don't even know how old you are.
29.
How old?
29.
Oh, I'm 2 years older than you. Great.
You're like an older man.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And have you been in many relationships before?
One, and it was just on cruise ships. It was kind of a bit of a Stockholm syndrome when you're on a cruise ship.
So what did you do on the cruise ship?
Cruise director.
Cruise director. And which ship was it?
Royal, Holland America, Disney.
Nice. I could say. Well, nice to meet you.
Right. So we've had extra 30 seconds from your first 2 dates, but now we've got a third date for you, and that is Callum. So let's bring Callum in.
Callum.
Hi. Sorry, I was replying to a text.
That's okay, Callum. So Callum, have you been watching Callum?
I have. So yes.
So you have seen the first 2 dates, and you've maybe got a leg up here because you've maybe seen what Jamie likes and doesn't like. So I think it's
yeah.
I think we're just going to let you get straight into it. Your 90 seconds with Jamie starts now.
Hi, Jamie. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Thanks.
What's that? Tell me about you. What do you do?
I'm a trainee forensic psychologist.
Wow, that's impressive. So how old are you? Like 20?
24 a couple of weeks ago.
24. So forensic scientist, that's pretty intense.
Yeah, Ed. So what'd you do?
I'm an actor.
Okay. I was previously on here a couple of weeks ago, and I was slated for saying that I never wanted to date another actor in my life. However, what? Say that again?
And here you are.
And here I am, yeah. But I think there's a difference between an actor with ambition and an actor with who's maybe stacking shelves in Lidl. I don't know.
Oh, God. That's very true.
That was total shade, and I don't mean it. I do apologise.
Total shade. That was total shade. So what part of Scotland do you live in?
I live in Glasgow.
I like Glasgow. It's the Polo Lounge. I've done Joseph in the Kings. No, I don't know what the theatre there is called.
Yeah, no, the Kings. Yeah. I saw. What did I see there? Rocky Horror Show.
Rocky Horror Show. Oh yeah, I've done the Rocky Horror Show before, but I did the German one. Oh, great.
Lovely,
Where do you study then? Is it a school in Glasgow or?
No, I've finished my undergrad and masters, and now I study on the job kind of thing. So you kind of do it like as a doctorate alongside of your work.
So he's on the job.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool. So where is that?
It's in a low secure hospital, so it's like forensic mental health.
Nice.
The shade was next level shade. Although a few people also asked, did he say he was replying to a sext? And I think it's only fair that we bring Callum back in because I need to know the answer to that because the other guy's got to come back in for 30 seconds.
Definitely not a sext. Definitely not a sext.
Sext.
Do you like a sext though, Callum? Do you normally send sexts?
I mean, Jamie, if you want to send me a sext, I wouldn't say no.
Really? Are you flirting with me there?
I don't know if I need to flirt.
Oh,
jeez, I love it. I love it. I think now what you got to do, Jamie, is you've got to pick your favourite. So we had Adam, who was the bottle of wine. We had Grant, who had the sock in his mouth, and then we had Callum, the forensic sciences. I just realised how undermined I put Adam there with the bottle of wine. He has a fucking award for a NASA documentary on Amazon Prime. So Adam, Grant, or Callum, who are you giving your golden?
Can I talk more about? Can I break it down, or do we have a time limit? So I'll break it down. And a Grant is a lovely guy. He's got his own thing going, but it's like putting fire with fire, and you're gonna get. So he is I would say he's. We're gonna put Grant to the side. He's great, legend. No, that's not going to work. He's lovely. But Adam is an absolute legend. My heart goes out to Adam. I kind of was blurred a lot of the time by the bottle of wine. I couldn't see him all the time. I felt like I was on a date with a bottle of Jacob's Creek at some point, but that's absolutely fine. But my God, his work with NASA and mental health and disabled people is incredible. But I must say, I would say what do you call it? The lucky card or the kind of the what's that?
Wild card.
The wild card. I would say the wild card. Kind of Callum came in, and Callum, it's a yes from me.
Callum stole the heart at the last minute.
Yes.
That's so funny. Thanks, Jamie. That is all sorts of validation.
Well, there's not all sorts of validation, but yeah, your shade actually made me laugh. I just found you quite funny.
D, what's your take on it?
Definitely, when he came in, I felt love in my heart for Jamie, because me and Jamie will both know, being out in that public, whether it's TikTok or online, you've got a perception of yourself, whereas Callum isn't in that life the way Grant is or the way I am. You don't want to. It takes a strong person to be with someone that does a similar job. That's what I'm saying. And you've got this whole Callum, you're so cute and sweet, and Jamie, you just work. You know that way. If you've seen a couple, aesthetically, you work, and he's grounded. You're a bit flighty, Jamie, but he's grounded, and it would work magically. And I better be coming to the wedding. I don't care how little you know about
I
him.
know. Callum lives in Glasgow. Glasgow is one of my favourite places. So, watch the space.
62% of our viewers voted for Callum, 25 for Adam, and 13 for Grant. So, I mean, not only did you pick who you thought was right, who D thought was right, but you picked who the viewers thought was right. So, thank you very much for being our third round of contestants. We have another match. Amazing. I love it. I mean, that was a great match. I liked that one, actually. Really liked it.
Yeah, that was lovely. Do you know what? So something interesting is occurring, and a couple of things are occurring. So we've got Shannon, we've got Kirsty, we've got Lisa, the amazing Lisa, we've got Gemma, and we just can't, like, the only straight single guy I can think that would really clear up here would be Gary Folds. So Gary, the link is in your DMs. Like, it's just a laugh. But what I was going to do, and I'll get Dee back on to do before we leave, I'll get Dee back in to do a bit of convincing. But because actually our Adam, who's gone, right, well, that's not going to work at all. Adam, get back on. I don't have the date that you requested with somebody that you fancied from a previous show, because I don't know where he is. But I do have the amazing Grant, and I think why not put Adam and Grant together and get a bit of chat there. And I'll also get Grant's Instagram up on screen, because Grant is creating great content, really, really good stuff, and people should see that.
The other thing is Adam not a huge fan of D?
Oh, yeah, he is.
So let's get Adam back on.
No, he's away.
Oh, he's away.
Adam, if you're looking at this, get back on. Get off the Jacob's Creek. Here he comes.
There we go.
Here we go.
Firstly, Adam, before I let D chat to you, hold on, we all need to do this now. Let's do that. Adam, before I let D chat to you, see, next time, lead with the NASA stuff. Come on, man.
I know.
I'm gonna have to give you that extra 30 seconds. Holy shit.
And move the bottle of wine out the way.
Adam, if you're a massive fan of me, now, we know I was keeping it clean the night because I was coming in here as comments. I wasn't here for a date. I talk about wet vaginas. I talk about winching. I talk about legs behind your ears. And you hide the fact that would probably make most guys, not just semi, hard. Right? We're shallow people. NASA. Mate, NASA is on their knees.
It's not just NASA. You've got a TV show on Amazon Prime that you won an award for. You started this company that does such amazing work. And you asked to be on Naked Attract. Fucking hell, man.
And you're a D Maxwell fan. Fuck your NASA award. Do you know what I mean? So, but, I think you're beautifully worn, but do you know what? A bit like I used to be, just shine with the shit that you own. You know what I mean? If you watch me, own your confidence, own your move. Don't give me that I need to look at a Jacob's photo for an eye line. Just go all over the place like D does. You don't need that eye line. And we need Gemma, before I leave this show or whatever happens, or they kick me off and never allow me back on, we are going to find you and Gemma a date. And me and Gemma's going to talk about the sass in the class, because there's so much sass going on with her as well, and she's just so done in with getting these guys that just don't match her. She hides behind her hair, so we need to move her hair back into the face. But yeah, I want
Do you know
that award.
My friend's messaging me about Grant, saying how much he doesn't like him. And I don't know if that's shade or not.
You're amazing stuff there, amazing achievements to understate yourself like that in this modern world. I mean, I'm out there all the time saying how wonderful I am. I mean, I'm wonderful, I don't need to state it, but
You are wonderful. See, if I was on Drag Race and I was doing Snatch Game, I would go as you. I don't know if you know what any of those words mean, but it means
I know what every single one of those words mean, darling, and you can absolutely do that. I would help you do that, because
Great.
that would be our biggest achievement. I was meant to host Pride a year ago, and they didn't let me because of some other reason. But yeah, I was meant to host it, and I was buzzing because my nephew came out when he was 13, and it was quite a hang with this. A big half family. We're going to tell her back, surprise here, and no blind date. But yeah,
that could maybe be a special episode that we get right there. We get Dee and together, and let's do a Zoom to Groom drag special, and let's get that sorted out.
My mind will absolutely explode if that happens.
But I'm going to get my ultimate thing.
Right, we'll talk, okay. I am going to get Grant on for one more date with the lovely Adam, because why not? And I'm also I did just stick Adam's Instagram up on screen, so if anyone is interested about Adam's project,
I'm very open to followers.
Yes, it's very open to followers and DMs, as is our wonderful, beautiful, big fan of Grant.
Hi.
Hi, Grant.
Hello. How are you?
I feel like you actually look quite alike.
Oh.
It's just, maybe it's the same head shape. Just the way it popped up there, I'm like, whoa.
Yes, Andy, I have a head.
Yeah, both fairly head-shaped. So, 90 seconds starts now.
Okay.
Adam, what's cracking? Have you ever been to Aberdeen?
No, I've not been to Aberdeen. I don't wish to get killed.
You think you would get killed in Aberdeen? No.
Grant, I know I would get killed in Aberdeen, and you're not going to talk over me. This is going to be my show. What are you into? What are your hobbies? What are you interested? What are you passionate about?
Okay, one question at a time, hon.
Okay, do you want me to repeat them, or can you remember them?
Do you want to be shady? I will slam this laptop down and have no regrets.
Grant, you can slam me anytime you want. Great. It's my show.
Oh, sorry, I'm
What's everyone doing this weekend?
What's happened there? Did you offend him?
Don't know.
Oh.
Don't think I could take my sass.
Grant, come back.
I mean, no. I think it was a level of sass that I loved. The way you came out there as a different Adam was amazing. And I don't think Grant could handle it. I don't think Grant could handle that. That was brilliant. I love the shade. The return of the shade was brilliant. I've got nothing but admiration for that. Absolutely nothing but admiration for that.
Thank you very much. I'm here till Friday.
Adam, thank you very much for joining us. I'm definitely going to go and check. So can I watch your show, that show that you're talking about on Amazon Prime?
It's on Amazon Prime. It's called Space Queens. I will promote it as much as possible, as much as I'm allowed to.
Well, go for it. You've got time now. Tell us about
Okay. Well, it looks at the 50th anniversary.
I just wanted to be a bit dramatic.
Come
on.
I like right. Wait. Right, Grant, get the sock back just for a second. Adam's going to tell us about this show. Go for it.
Yeah, so it looks at the moon landing. I shot it last year when the moon landing turned 50, and I looked at the women who made it happen, and it looks at the next generation of women in aerospace and all the great leaps they're taking to make things easier for women to have careers in aerospace and breaking down barriers. And I'm actually doing a lot more work with that now to make things more easier for women to have careers in aerospace. So something I'm really passionate about.
Amazing. Sounds. I mean, I'm definitely going to go check it out. But the most important thing right now is we finish this date. So let's go.
I mean, I saw the moon once. I don't really know much about
I can't
space.
hear you. Your audio's gone.
My audio's gone. I'm all
Right,
here.
Your audio's gone.
I don't know. I'm all here.
Right, so we're going to do this thing that happens sometimes where I can hear Grant and I can hear Adam, but they can't hear each other.
Oh no.
So we're going to have a Zoom to Groom threesome.
Nice.
I've always wanted a threesome.
So Adam, Grant says he's only ever seen the moon. He doesn't know much about space. So Adam, what would you like to ask Grant?
This is like translating.
Have you seen my film on Amazon Prime?
Have you seen his film on Amazon Prime, Grant?
No, I'm currently binging This Is Us.
He's currently binging This Is Us.
Okay, I think my mum watches that. She's watching right now, by the way, so...
Grant, he said he thinks his mum watches that, and his mum...
Wait a minute, he just said that his mum's watching this right now, and he just spoke about wanting to bang or slam me.
Yeah, he does mention that your mum's watching this, and you just talked about letting Grant slam you anytime you want.
Oh, yeah, we're totally open about that kind of thing. Like, I call my mum every kind of name under the sun, as you can imagine.
He says that his mum's quite open about that stuff, so that's okay, Grant.
Wonderful. I'm happy. That nice, honest relationship.
Grant loves a nice, honest relationship with your mum. This is getting very weird for me, guys. I'm just going to let you know.
Yeah, it is. I'll be honest.
Okay, well, if Grant wants to slide into my DMs, he's more than welcome, and we can have a more private conversation there.
Grant, he says
thank you.
It says his DMs are open. Slide on in. Perfect. What a way to end the show. Madness. Madness ensued, as always. I think we should get D back on for one last wee chat before we wrap it up.
Listen, can I just actually go into a room with Grant and scalp his arse?
I think he'd maybe be into that, to be fair.
I know he wouldn't be into it off me though, because do you know what I mean? But because I would make it really, really painful. I want to scalp his bum and tell him that sometimes we need to hold our thoughts in that come across from our face unless we're doing it for entertainment. Grant's probably sitting back there going, who does she think she is? I've got more followers on TikTok, so what? I've got more on Facebook. Shut it. But while we're on it, Gary Falls, mate. Like, Gary Falls, right? Gary will tell you personally himself, right? Gary gets on that stage and he gets into a completely different boy, right? You see the boy that's my best pal that constantly all my fans go at that. Why is you and Gary not done a show? Can you and Gary please do a show? You'd maybe get their heart warmed, Gary, if me and you went on here for 5 minutes and you went for a wee date, mate. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, even if you gave her gold heart, you don't need to meet the bitch. I'll just tell her it was all entertainment. Gary's in the room.
Why doesn't he just come on for a chat with you?
He doesn't want people to know that. Gary is shy, believe it or not.
Let's get a poll up.
Gary's shy.
Let's get a poll up. Should Gary Falls come on the show? Yes or no? We'll get a poll. We'll get a poll put up and then we'll
Gary
see.
Falls is currently now blown into a paper bag going, D, please tell them no too much, but enough to let them know that I'm a shite bag. You know what I mean? So I think he should just come on for the laugh like I did. You might end up with your female version of Davy Blaze. You never know.
Oh
but
my
I can
God.
smash their roads.
We could ease them in by just coming to say hello.
Yeah, come and say hello to your big pal D. They all want us on together. Do you know there's people think that we like Janet Jackson and Michael, and obviously you're Michael. You know what I mean? But everybody keeps thinking that because we're never in the same place at the same time, mate. You know what I mean? So maybe we should, and I promise I won't slag you and I won't make you feel awkward and I won't out you as a wee shy guy. I promise. That's not fair though.
I'm a wee shy guy. I'm the same. And it's the same once I got in front of these purple sparkly curtains. I'm a different person.
He's a lovely. He is. He's and do you know what? Me and him got on a house on fire. But see, as soon as an audience, I intimidate all my pals, James English, Gary, because I just naturally off my fucking nut. They've got to try at it. Do you know what I mean? So it's the thing. But he's quite shy when it comes to things like that, and he's always worried about things happening. But just come on for a laugh, mate. Stop being a tit. We've not seen each other for ages. I promise I'll no slag your laugh. You know what I mean? I will only say that I'm funnier than you, which we know is true, but doesn't need to address it. You know what I mean? But come on, mate. Come on, it's Saturday, it's lockdown. You know what I mean? You've been swimming in water in the middle of the manky water just to hang with your soul so you can do something. See, look, 90% aye, 10% yes, because we're off in Scotland. Gary, 10 minutes. Could you imagine the buzz of the show? I mean, who got you here? Who helped you get your online presence? That's all I'm saying, mate. I'm not saying that I made you because I didn't. You're one funny guy. But this favour from me to you to get back, he's sitting there going, you fucking cow. If that doesn't convince him, trust me, not Mull, he's a bit stubborn, not I mean, he's one of the guys that goes to the ice cream van and for no raspberry, he fucks off without an ice cream cone. You know what I mean?
Twit.
He's that guy.
Right, I think we should maybe wrap.
We're working hard here. We don't have without a single straight man in the room. We don't have an after party. Unfortunately, we've literally matched every gay guy that's in the room with the others. We've got women here, but we don't have a straight guy. So
come on and
listen to me, guys. Right, I like this wee show. And see when I like this wee show, so see all my boy pals, most of my boy pals, there's Darren McGinney, right? You're going out every day, every week, and you never get success because you're stupid and are terrible at it. I've got loads of boy pals, the majority of my pals, and my fans too. I swear you get to talk to me. If you say you're a fan, Hannah and that will let me come back on so that you get to talk to me, but you have to date the 3 people first before you speak to me. I'm even prostituting myself out here. So, Gary, get in this thing me before I kick you. If you didn't have enough of the convincing now, I'm going to come up and slide through your letterbox like a ninja and punch your head in Ayrshire style if you don't go on this and stop being a shite bag. But I get into the applies. I'll stay about. I've got nothing to do now. There's no stage. Nicola Sturgeon's no letting us out. You know what I mean? We can have a garden party, but I don't like getting called. I've got big nipples. So I'll be on here for a while. That's what I'm saying. Gary Falls, any single straight guys, you can give your goat heart and then just go, listen, I was just doing it for the banter. Some of us lasses actually can handle the banter. And Gemma needs a man, but she needs one that can treat her right. She doesn't need somebody that talks to her like she's an object. She's sophisticated and she wants her mind stimulated. So if you're a bit intelligent, you come for that. No, I've got hundreds of pals. I'll just battle them on, get them on here. And that's what we'll do. But there's my big plea.
That's what we need. Should we? Well, there we go.
Dee, you've bullied me about my hair. I've had to fix it.
I've not bullied you. That's what you're doing.
No, I know.
You're taking the wrong objective about what it means. It's a metaphorically speaking. Show your beautiful face. Nothing to do with anything. You focused on what the criticism was and not what the objective was, to see that everybody could see that gorgeous face.
Well, thanks.
There you go. That's how you're telling to don't start. But no, I do. I think you hide a wee bit. I just think you hide a wee bit. I think because a bit like myself, when you're not like a size 8 and you think you have to hide certain stereotypes, extenuating what you've got. You're beautiful.
Nothing about this gets hidden anytime.
Don't hide this either. But no more gazzies for wishes or anything like that. We need somebody that has a beautiful energy and doesn't talk like that. You need somebody to stimulate your mind before you stimulate anything dating. I can see it. So you need a mind stimulation before anything else.
Is Gary Falls going to be that man?
Well, I've tried to bully him, Gemma. I had actually I've threatened to slash his washing. I've stopped him in messages and phone calls all week. That's true. You know, he's lovely, but he is shy. He is. You know what I mean? He is. He's not a big man. He's not. I mean, when I move quickly, Gary sometimes runs away and cries and thinks it was going to happen. You know what I mean? So he's a wee devil sometimes. He's got to go. She's going to keep ripping the eye at Gary. I'm going to say that you sleep with teddy bears and you actually phone me and James for a bedtime story because you can't sleep yourself if you don't hurry up. And I will say more disgusting things if you don't come in and at least talk to Gemma.
I heard he's deleted his Facebook just because he's embarrassed.
Probably.
If it makes him feel any better, I was a wee bit tipsy last week on this and actually mentioned the Zoom to Groom page, being like, if Gary comes on, he looks a bit of me. And then I read it the next morning and was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
So what? Yes, I bet you're a good looking guy, you're a good looking woman. We can all make compliments without guys running away like we're trying to eat them. That's what's wrong with the world.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, look, there he's there. What you laughing for, mate? I'm going to come through and pick your head off.
He's even had a haircut. You can see it in his fucking profile picture. He's the haircut.
He's lost weight, because I messaged him. This is how the message went. I said, hey, Gary, do you want to not be fat anymore? Right, go on this programme. He's like, right, and the two of us have been doing muscle food together. So, no, literally together. He's swimming.
I was going to ask you about that. Is that good? Like, is it?
I've been on it. I've been on it. January, I've been on it from. It was effortless and it's real food. It's not like frozen stuff. You get prep bags and all that. And I started it in January because I was really so low. And I've lost 7 stone for January.
We better be getting a fucking swipe up code for this.
Yeah, there's a swipe code. It's called D10.
Oh,
That's the swipe up code D10. No, yours, Gary. Nobody's wanting your codes because you're sitting there putting laughing faces. Nobody wants yours.
Could have been you, won't it guess what Gary's code is? So the entire show is resting on Gary's shoulders now. If Gary doesn't come in, we need to wrap up there because we won't have any straight men in the room.
He has just put a comment in there about how he can't come on a show. It wouldn't be fair to his ex. So I mean, if
without me being through the thing, I know the background. So Gary's he's not wanting to offend them. They have for entertainment. He is quite shy though. This is out his box. See comedy, making a joke of himself, dressing up. That is in his box. You see, this is kind of out his box. He's quite reserved.
I think it's out of a lot of people's box actually, and that's why a lot of guys are reluctant to sign up. But as soon as they do, they always have a ball. But I feel like we've heavily pressured. He's probably got a restraining order or the police out to us right now.
He just mentioned me after it, and he'll give a big apology about how he can't do it. But it's just him. It's just the way he is. He's a great guy. And he would maybe come on if it was just for comments and do what I was doing. Do you know what I mean? He'd maybe do that, but the dating thing he probably wouldn't, because that's just more of his, just not his thing. He's not like me that way.
Yes. My mate is going to come on. There's going to be an after show party.
Okay, right.
And I'll get more people, Gemma, for you.
Do it.
Let's wrap up the show official and then get back for an after party, because I know we've got a couple of people to talk to about how their dates went earlier. So, Dee, again, thank you very much for coming on and bringing all your fans and making it another special experience. And I can't wait to send you on that date with Davey and hear all about how it went. So thank you very much.
I'm really excited. He's actually messaged me a few times because he's probably thinking, oh my God, but he was just like, it's just big laughing faces. So obviously he's like, that was brilliant.
I love it. Well, hopefully you'll hang around a wee bit as well. And if you get more people, we'll love you all the more for it. So thanks for joining us again, and we'll speak to you very soon. So that has been episode 6 of Zoom to Groom. These disappear cameras away. That has been episode 6 of Zoom to Groom. Thank you very much for joining us. After tonight, we have 2 episodes left. There's only 8 episodes in season 2. If you want this to continue, like, share, subscribe, do all of those things. We all love it. We all want to keep it going, but we need that following to grow. So keep doing that. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing, keep telling all your pals about it. Keep pressuring all your single mates to sign up as well, and we will keep bringing it back. But thank you very much. That has been episode 6 of season 2. We will be back very shortly with the after show.
Zoom to Groom!
Oh, another banger of a show. Love it. I know we've got a few things to catch up on. I know there's a few people waiting backstage, hoping to have a bit of a chat about how their dates went. I'm not sure how much order we're going to do that in. Let's see if Hannah's going to tell me what order we're doing it in. Hannah's the boss here.
I'm texting Grant. Grant, I'll text you after the show. Right. So, what?
So who are we getting in? Are we going to get Shannon in first?
Well, we don't have a date for them yet. I'm waiting on the guy coming in.
I think we needed to do Shannon.
A debrief with Shannon.
A debrief with Shannon. Now, Shannon, you were chosen by Brian. Is that right? Who cares?
I was chosen, but then I was also unchosen quite quickly after that. So,
do you know, Shannon, it's a good thing, darling. Don't worry about it. He's an absolute train wreck, and normally I wouldn't recommend him to a dog, but we're just struggling for people on the show. So I put Brian up for the cup. He's actually, he's the guy you wouldn't take to your mum. He's the best pal you ever had. You've actually won a watch. Just don't tell him I said this. Oops, it's out live. You heard me. And I'm disgusted in you. I bring you on this show, mate. You pick somebody and then you do what you usually do and get away with somebody at the back door. That's why you're a wreck. Anyway.
Yes, so that's a no from me. So a solid no from me. But
definitely, darling, that's what's called respect for yourself. Just because he's my pal, don't think for a second I'll defend him. He's a dog and I'll speak up to him about it.
Love it. I mean, I love I actually think Hannah might have come up with a new catchphrase there. Let's have a Zoom to Groom debrief. I mean, there we go.
Perfect. I love it.
Every time you're in here for a debrief. Shannon, I really hope we can get you on some more dates then. I really do hope we can get you on. Somebody that doesn't ditch you for somebody better.
Yeah.
6 seconds later. But hopefully those single guys join. So we'll catch up with you very soon. Oh.
And we'll just fucking start it, shall we?
Yeah, we've got a single guy.
So here's my mate Tony. He is studying film, another media person on Instagram, but no, he doesn't do that full time. He's got a really interesting past. What?
Have we got a promo video for him?
We don't have a promo video for Tony, but maybe next week. But Tony's got a really, really interesting past, and he's wanting to get into filmmaking. So he was recently helping me out in a trailer, and he's an old pal of a friend of mine, and he's an all round good guy. But I don't know, he might be Stephen too, knowing him. So.
Tony,
I am fucking blazing. What's happening?
He is blazing. Toasty, meet Shannon. You're 90 seconds together. Start now.
How you getting on? What's your crack, Shannon? I like your house garments that you've got on.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Is that a dressing gown?
That is actually like a cropped hoodie.
A cropped goodie.
Cropped hoodie,
Cool.
yeah. How you doing?
Crack, where you from?
I live in Helensburgh. I'm not from Helensburgh, but I live here.
That's nice. I was there last year. It wasn't a success. What is it you do with yourself?
I've got a little boy. I do some modelling and beauty stuff.
All right, cool. What kind of beauty things?
So like eyelashes and hair, basically anything you name.
Have you got your own business, or are you working for somebody?
I'm doing all the courses at the moment so that I can eventually have my own business. That is the plan.
Nice one. What is your wee boy?
He's 2.
Ah, nice one. What's his name?
His name's AJ.
AJ. That's my initials.
Really?
That is my initials. Anthony John. I used to get called Tojo. Tony John. Tojo Bossa.
Well, there you go. You see, he thinks he's a dinosaur.
What else do you get up to apart from that? Beauty.
Well, I'm also a dancer and I sing.
Ah, right. What kind of dancer?
So like I'm more like to dance like house and stuff. I just like I got a unique dance type, but
do you know, during this show we make notes. Hi, 90 seconds goes quick.
I don't know where to look here, man.
Look at the camera, that's fine.
Right, sorry.
Just during the show, we take notes, and one of the notes I took there was, I like your house garments, because that's probably my favourite quote of the night so far. I loved it. It's the first time I've ever heard that. So, brilliant.
I'm an enthusiast of a good guinea.
We've got a second date for you. Kirsty. Kirsty's going to be a second date. Oh, no, she's disappeared. Her house garments clearly couldn't have been that good, so she didn't want the date.
He's away to get them out of the
Gemma doesn't even know she's on, and she's got a lovely house garment behind her. So Gemma,
come on.
90 seconds. Let's do it.
Hiya, pal, how you doing?
I'm
How you
alright.
getting on? All right, pretty drunk.
What have you been drinking?
Innocent gun, but I need to wash what I'm doing because I'm busy tomorrow. So I've been roped into this last minute, which is fine. How are you getting on? How was your dates earlier on?
I didn't get picked, so obviously not that great, but live to fight another day and all that.
Okay, boys, where are you from? I wasn't paying attention earlier on, sorry.
Right. I live in Hamilton. Whereabouts do you stay?
Hamilton! I used to go to school in Hamilton.
Alright, yeah.
Aye, my mum still stays there, my parents still stay in Hamilton. I know it well, whereabouts in Hamilton. I mean, don't give your address out or anything like that. Like,
I stay near the Avon Bridge Hotel.
Oh, I know that well. I've been flung out there a couple of times,
Yeah. I only just moved here like 2 months ago though, so still scope
How you
area.
finding it? Hamilton's alright. What is it you do for living?
So I'm actually quitting my job next week. I'm currently working in Backstage. But I'm about to quit my job and go work for a fashion brand as a trend forecaster.
You're allowed to say, oh,
You're allowed to say anything on here, Tony. Everything goes. But
90 seconds isn't long enough, is it?
It's not. It's not. You need to be quick. You can't be dilly-dallying
No,
about
man, but I was noticing that earlier on. I was like, I can't come on this because I like to speak a lot slower.
That's just the way it's got to go. It's the way it is. It's the way it is. It's the way it works. You've got to get yourself out there quickly.
That's why you're single. That's why you're single.
Kirsty is back. Straight in.
I'm back.
Kirsty meet Tony. Is your dog gone mad, Kirsty?
Aye, yes.
Tell me
But
something.
it's UFC night and I have not eaten the pizza yet.
Oh, is it here?
Aye, the UFC night is happening.
Pizza here, though,
I have not eaten the pizza this time.
But is the pizza here yet? Is it arrived?
Aye, I make the pizza. I
Oh, you
don't
make-
order the pizza.
Look, she's a chef as well.
Do you know what I tried today, Andy? I actually made a homemade curry and I made an actual homemade flatbread.
Look at you. Look at you. You're going to win them all over.
Flour. I'll tell you, right, I'm pure Delia. Flour, butter, milk. Smash it, like massage it all together, and then you put it in cling film and you leave it for like Toasty!
Hey, that sounds nice. How's it going, alright?
I'm alright, how are you?
I'm alright, I can't see what I'm doing.
What are you drinking, Mad Dog or something?
No, not at all. I'm just having a couple of beers, but I was on it last night, so it's kind of hair of the dog. I'm actually just out the fucking shower. I messaged Hannah, and so I've been roped into this because I'm the last straight single guy left in Glasgow, apparently.
So if you're straight at the shower, how are you in clothes? Why do you not turn up in your fucking towel?
I should have put a foot on.
Have you got any-
a good fucking impression. Where do you say? Where are you
East
from?
Kilbride.
Are you?
Where are you from?
I'm from Kilmarnock, but I live near East Kilbride.
Where?
One side. Fucking just in the bypass.
Do you drive?
Do you drive straight in there with the do you drive? Because you could just get down there and no bother. That's what that sounded like.
I'm not driving around, am I?
Just
I
to
can't
let you
drive
know,
anyway, but
she requested a date with you, as did your next date. People are going wild for Toasty. Everyone's saying you're handsome. Everybody wants to date you. We've got other men backstage that need dates now. So
terrible decision maker.
So Toasty, you've got one more date, and then you can choose who you're giving your golden heart to out of Shannon, Kirsty, Gemma, and
right, okay.
Canada.
Zainab's back. Zainab, all the way from Canada. Zainab.
Canada.
Zainab, what part?
Oh, what part of Canada am I in? I'm in like Windsor, Ontario, which is pretty much like 20 minutes from Detroit.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out the time difference. So 7
5
p.m.
hours.
7 p.m.
Yeah,
Yeah.
7 p.m. pretty.
Okay, so at least you've got a wine this time. Toasty, Zainab, your time starts now.
Hey, so by the way, so when I first moved to Scotland, I had no. Oh, what? Sorry.
Sorry, I can't hear you that well. I can't hear you that well.
Can you hear me now?
Wait, I can hear you now a wee bit, aye. Alright, aye. No bad. Or not bad, sorry. Whereabouts in Canada are you?
So I'm like pretty much like Ontario, like southern Ontario near Detroit. So I used to go there for like
Oh,
medicine field, and now I can't because like the borders are closed. So I'm hoping that they'll open soon, but I kind of hope that they don't open because I don't want the Americans to come in and bring Corona.
all right. That's intense. How? I'll catch you later on.
The delay was mad. The delay made that so weird.
Well, that didn't go well, did it?
But you've had full dates now. So who'd we have with Shannon, long blonde hair, with Gemma with the short dark hair, with Kirsty with the longer dark hair, and then you just had Zainab. So who was your favourite?
I thought was it Kirsty? Kirsty? I'll ask you if he's got bride. She was alright.
Yes, Kirsty. Kirsty, you've been on twice tonight, and East Bride. Everybody's like, whoa! East Bride is the most fucking exciting place in the world.
Did you pick me because I'm like locationally convenient?
I'm going to give a fuck all. Hold on.
What?
He's got cheap AirPods on, so he can't hear anything. They must be fake ones.
Aye, he wants a fucking cheap taxi and all the weekend.
Hey, Kirsty, a few people have said that they love your makeup. Did you deliberately match your makeup to your top?
I did! I'm so glad people acknowledge that!
I noticed it. That didn't even come from the comments. I noticed that.
No, you never. You're a liar.
What I did?
You're a man. Men don't notice that shit. Don't lie, Andy.
Colorblind and I noticed that. Toasty, we can hear you.
I good thing you can't hear me.
I'm colorblind. I can't tell when you go that far away.
Look, Toasty doesn't know what's happening.
He can't hear us. He can't hear us, so it doesn't matter.
What kind of toasty do you think he is, Andy? If you had to place him in a toasty.
A cheesy vino.
Oh! No, that's a belter toasty.
No, cheesy vino. A wee bit too hot sometimes. You're like, oh, you fucker. You're just like, that's burnt me.
No, I'd put him as like a cheese and tomato.
That's bland.
A wee bit soggy. A wee bit soggy.
Fucking hell.
Why did people ask him that question, Andy? Like, what? Your name's Toasty. What kind of toasty are you?
Hey, you dated him. You can't ask me that.
I don't know. I feel like it would have been a good question.
Well, you should have asked him. You dated him.
I know. I don't know. Can't answer that question. I've had a few vodkas, Andy. Jesus Christ.
No way. Have you? Kirsty, do us a favour. Before you go tonight, get the dog on. Get the dog on. Everybody.
He's fucking having the best time of his life. Chewing a fucking, like, antler.
What the fuck? Where'd you get that for?
It's an actual, like, bullhorn. Look. Size it.
I want to know where you get that from. Shondor going to town on a fucking bullhorn.
Pets at home. I have to say something, Andy.
Okay, here we go. Kirsty, you can say it though. You don't need to shout it.
Why that? Everyone's always like, you're so aggressive. You're so shouting.
You're shouting at me.
Am I aggressive?
No, you're loud.
Right, okay. So Brian's pure dropping in my DMs, like I said he would.
That's your call to make. Now you're going to.
Oh, Andy, guess who dropped in my DMs the other week?
Oh, here we go. Who is it?
Cauliflower guy.
Oh, Andy, cauliflower cheese guy.
Cauliflower cheese guy.
Kirsty, your DMs are busier than our fucking backstage shows.
But I want to know what tonight's guy's got to say, because I told him that he maybe made the wrong decision and now he's all like, hey babe, how's things?
There we go.
There he is! Doing great.
You're right.
So, Brian.
What did you say, Brian?
Do you know what? I was kind of thinking you were going to be a wee bit disappointed because I couldn't get there on a Sunday. So I didn't really want to let you down. Because you were quite adamant that you weren't happy with just a wee emoji. So I thought, shit, how am I going to? I'm kind of let this girl down.
But then straight after you were like, oh no, actually, Kirsty, I did actually like Kirsty.
I did. Like I said, no disrespect to Shannon. I would put Shannon for a picture, but I didn't say I liked her that way.
So do you not think that I would look nice for a picture?
Of course you would. Of course you would. But you weren't happy that I couldn't make it on a Sunday.
You just need to argue this out in DMs. You can argue this out in DMs. Kirsty, I'm sure we'll speak to you again. I'm sure we'll speak to you again. Get the bolt alarm. Right, we've got another date. When somebody's requested it, Aiden coming in.
Alright.
You've requested a date, Aiden, with Zainab.
I request a day. I was just fucking shooting the shit with Hannah. I was like,
Zainab.
Hey,
Aiden.
switched to my phone now. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Now, the only thing, Zainab, just beware. I think there's a slight delay. So once you ask a question, leave it a wee second before you start talking again. So this is Aiden, and he requested this date.
Aiden. How's Canada?
How's it going?
Good.
Canada's warm. It's good. There's not a lot of COVID. How is Scotland right now?
Scotland is it's kind of muggy and cloudy and kind of crappy.
Nothing new.
What's that?
Nothing new here.
Nothing new at all whatsoever.
Always predicted it was going to be rainy.
So how do you get how are you on a fucking Scottish Central fucking online show and also be Canadian and in Canada at the same time?
So basically, my friend Jasmine, she was on like a few episodes in the beginning. She told me about this show, and I was like, I must be on it. And plus, I lived in Scotland for 2 years until January.
Did you say Yasmin or did you say Jasmine?
So there's this girl, Jasmine. Like she told me about it, and she lives in Glasgow. And yeah, pretty much, I lived in Glasgow for 2 years, and I was like, when I heard about it, I'm like, I must go on it. I must bring all my Canadian friends.
My friend Yasmin's from Dawson City, like right up in the fucking Yukon, like closer to Alaska than it is to like Toronto and stuff. And I was like thinking of like when you were saying like Jasmine, I thought you said Yasmin. I was like, that would be the funniest thing in the world if like your pal was my fucking pal from the Yukon.
That would be funny.
That'd be fucking too fundamental. Whereabouts in Canada are you from? Whereabouts in Canada are you from?
Oh, I'm from like Ontario, so pretty much
Right.
the southmost part of Ontario. So it's pretty sunny here most of the time. What are you drinking there?
Decent weather in Ontario. Peace out.
Told you.
Well.
There's fucking Hannah Curry right there. How is she doing?
Aiden's armour is off. I love that, Aiden. I really felt like you. In fact, there's a big deal. You said this boy.
I can't hear what Hannah's saying for some reason.
Right.
She can't hear you, so that's probably good.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Right, so I'm just going to bring Dee in. So Dee was saying earlier, Aiden was kind of nervous, and I have to agree. So I saw some people in the comments being like, "Oh, this guy's this guy's that." Aiden is like a well-sound guy, but I agree. Maybe he was like,
I can't hear anybody.
I know you can't, Aiden. You're muted. So, but I thought there. So he actually texted me, and he was like, "Get me on a date with Zainab. I like Zainab," and I was like, "Yes, Zainab's a legend." Put him on a date.
Why was Toasty not on last week?
Hey,
He asked
hey,
his number. I can pass it on.
Dee, you've had your love. Come on.
No, do you know what? He came on and I was like, "Oh, very good, Hannah. Well done, hen." I get the gremlin spike, where she's angry. You know, I get cauliflower, and David's amazing, and I'm glad I've met him. I was like, I really struggled last week between Toasty and David. I was like,
Dee, do you want a date with Toasty?
No, I can't do that. I want someone who does that. But I'll tell you something, if we'd been on last week, it might have been a different story in the paper. No,
Well, work out with Davey. I know where Tony lives. So the two of us will go round.
I'll find out. No, I liked that. Aiden definitely I could feel his nerves, and he was just doing that whole thing. Him and Zainab would be amazing together. Do you know what I mean? They would be really good. But I seen his warm eyes and Callum's got warm eyes as well, but Callum's like a show person like me. Do you know what I mean? So Grant.
Can you hear D, Aiden?
I can hear you, Andy. I can't hear what fucking D's saying though. It's just like kind of Hannah and D. Like,
I think he looks a bit
I don't know
like
what's happening with my fucking internet or something like that. But I'm assuming D's like laying into me or something like that. Like she's saying some.
She's not at all. She's not. She's not at all.
Absolutely defending you, you wee Bin Laden lookalike.
I can't hear what she's fucking saying. This is the fucking
exactly.
I don't know what I can't fucking hear.
What's that up and get it in the highlights too.
I don't know what fucking
Put that down, Danny.
I don't like maybe I'll fucking. So if somebody takes me in the chat, stop back at it, make fucking work better. But it's like just like Hannah and Dee are like. But
I'm going to punch him.
Andy, take me
I
in
was
this
defending
fucking
him.
chat.
Aiden, Dee was actually being very, very nice about you and saying some lovely things.
No way, really? Because like my pals messaged me saying that like Dee was saying I was like not confident and stuff like that after the show, and I was like, all right,
nice about it. She was still being very nice.
I was going to call you a wanker when you found the confidence to get back on.
Person as well. Like I can't hear what she's saying. Like.
I know you're fucking white. Next one.
That's fucking
I kick your eyebrows after your
I can't hear what she's saying. Like,
I know you can. You're lucky.
Thank
you for bringing back
tempo. You or Hannah is going to like take me out and fucking put me back into something because I can't actually fucking hear what she's saying.
She is saying some lovely things. So she's saying she thinks your haircut looks magic. Well done for coming on. And yeah, she's giving you the love.
I fucking love her too. I love her.
That's the worst love part I've ever seen.
That's the worst love part.
Was that fucking binoculars? Claw hand there. Right, Aiden, thanks for joining us.
No problem.
Wait, can I just say, so Aiden and Zainab, Zainab's camera's off, but I'd love to know if Zaiden
That's it.
That's a thing. Zaiden, OK Magazine, Zaiden. Zaiden, I can't even, what is her name? Zainab. Your camera's off, hen, but do you want a date with Aiden?
Did she not have a date with Aiden?
No, a second date, Andy.
All right.
Zainab, text me. She's like that. No. No, I think... No, I think she'll say yes.
Did you say that Toasty was originally for Kumar?
He did say.
Yes, yeah. Oh, is that where you? Oh, he's quite near you. Toasty, get back in. Toasty,
no, that's terrible. I'm just kidding.
I don't mean like that. I just mean for a chat, and also, who else wants to date Toasty backstage?
No wonder, man. You've got the Italian job on. He's like 365 days of Kumar.
He's gorgeous, isn't he? He's gorgeous. He's like Paolo Nutini.
No, he's not Paolo Nutini. I know Paolo Nutini. He looks like up close. No, he's not. He's like, have you watched 300?
I like Paolo. Everybody's shouting for me getting on dates. I'll go on one with Paolo Nutini. Go on.
365 days. Have you seen it?
No.
Right, we'll go and look at the guy and then puts Toasty next to him, and you can understand why I went.
Right, Toasty, get back on in the same link. What are we trying to do though? Zainab's back. Zainab, do you want a date with Aiden? A second date with Aiden?
Put the streaming link here.
We're back to fucking Canada Wi-Fi.
Zainab.
Better. I don't remember the sound. Yeah, but I'm like.
Zainab.
Council Wi-Fi. Canada Council Wi-Fi.
God's sake. Zainab!
Zainab! It's not gonna...
I really want this to happen though. I feel like they really got on well.
Let them slide in.
Zainab's on her phone. Zainab!
Okay, finally working now. Sorry about that.
Right.
That's okay. So Zainab, Aiden definitely liked you. Would that be a second date? Is there going to be some DM sliding happening there?
Maybe. I feel like I mean, I need a little bit more than 90 seconds, but it's cute.
Yeah, I mean, there's enough there to whet the appetite.
Yeah. Hey.
He's back. Hopefully he can eat everything this time.
Back now, oh fuck you, man. Like, all right, Shaggers, was good. Are you having a good time?
Oh, what? Sorry. Oh yeah, I'm having a good time.
Shagger's a Scottish word. It's cool. Like, don't worry about it, man. Like...
So would you ever move to Canada, Aiden?
I think me and my friend Yasmin are going to move to Canada like next year. She's moving back to Dawson City, and she's like, yeah, Dawson City in the fucking arse end of the UK. So I think I might go to Dawson City and like just like chop trees and shit like that for 6 months. So like, we'll see how it goes. But it's like,
I've heard good things about Dawson City.
Not as far away as you think, Apple.
Is Dawson City like the sequel to Dawson's Creek?
No, it's better. Dawson, like, so
I mean, I think that me and Aiden together, even though I haven't seen this show, I think we could make a second Dawson's Creek with like a new.
That's the movie.
Set in Dawson City. It's set in Dawson City. And Dawson City's like, it's fucking like, it's kind of like 100 clicks from the, no, not 100 clicks, 50 clicks from like the Alaskan border. It's fucking closer to Alaska than it is fucking Toronto or Vancouver.
Okay, so the comment, I know what flavor means.
It's a small city, and people go there and fucking like work for the season and stuff like that. And it's in the middle of fucking nowhere, and everybody parties. Yeah. So like that's fucking. So it's something that I'm going to consider. Might move to Canada.
Maybe we could sort out a relationship here and maybe eventually get a visa out of this. So maybe we've worked on magic. So
I think what I'm looking for is
that I don't know where I'm gonna end up.
If we can get married, I could just become a Canadian citizen. That's no fucking problem.
I'm taking that as a match. Have we got any daters left?
Yeah, we've got a dater left, but we've also got Toasty back. Hopefully, he can hear us.
You can't hear a thing. You can tell he's confused.
It's fucked. I can't hear something all, and it's shite. All right, D.
You can say what you want.
You're a wee hottie, mate. You've got to give people the compliment. You're a wee 10.
He can't hear him.
He did. It was a delay.
You look too much like my sister, so I can't.
No, but do you know who you look too much like? You look like Peter Andre. That's the only thing it's kind of hang with. Peter Andre's kind of commandment equivalent.
You're not the first one to say that, right? I've got a photo. I've got a wee thing from a few years ago that was ripping the hole out myself. But one of my pals made it. But you're right. It's because I've got a big. I've got no filter.
Aye. The see the thing is as well. Have you done the ab dance under the waterfall? Just.
Wait a minute. You mean like this?
No, I've done it once.
I said tonight is your lucky night. Peter Uncle and
Yeah, I do have to attend, but Kirsten, you would have a riot. Kirsten, you would have a mint at night, even though my pal Brian's just a zoomer. You know what I mean? So you would definitely get here we go. So Gary thinks that as well.
I'll need to do like that. Right, what's everybody saying? Sorry, I couldn't hear fuck all there. This is pish.
Sorry, fuck, you sounded Dalek there. I was kind of worried there. I was just saying, a recap, you're a 10, you're a hottie, and I think you should pick 50.
What did you say? What did you say?
Fuck sake, man. Right, that's me being put right after you.
Hear fuck.
You know what I mean? It's like opening a glossy magazine. It's like, what'd you say 3 times? Get them out.
Aye, let's just play them out.
Baby girl, I said tonight is your lucky night. Peter Andre.
Look at his face. Look at his face. He's frozen.
Here we are.
Oh my days, oh my days. Right,
An IT lesson there, I think.
if Tony's camera isn't working, then no, I think our dates are just about done, because I feel like Aiden's not allowed to date anybody else because he's for Zainab, so I don't think we've got any other straight guys in the room. I think that is a real high to go out on, so I'm going to leave it to you two.
Well, actually, Hannah, I don't know, have we got maybe a chat from somebody that I'm seeing on my other screen?
Oh, right, yeah, but they wants to date Toasty, and Toasty's camera is rubbish.
No.
And Toasty, did he not pick Kirsty anyway?
Toasty picked Kirsty. She's shouting at the camera. Shall I let her in?
No, I believe we've got a Tinder story to be told.
A what? She's still shouting at the camera.
Just let her shout. I've got a thing on my Slack screen about a Tinder story that's needing told.
A Tinder? I'll bounce in. Who is it? Danny, get in then. You've got the link. Danny, get in.
Because we've got somebody backstage, Danny, who helps us, who's been on Zoom at Groom as a contestant before. He's got a wee story for us.
Here he comes.
Danny, how you doing? Is he asleep?
Yeah. Salty of a brick there, Andy, and it still didn't get through, did it?
Nah. I thought I'd set it up nicely.
2 seconds. I'm having to mute shit here.
Oh, you're not listening to the show now?
I was on the Facebook one there, and it was like listening to Dee talk to Aiden, and it was just like a lot of stuff going on. But fine. Nice to meet you at last, Dee, by the way. It's lovely to finally speak to you.
Lovely to meet you too as well, Danny.
Aye, why am I here?
So I believe you've got a wee story for us from one of our contestants that was on tonight.
Aye, so I went back on Tinder this week. I don't like Tinder because it makes you a weird person, man. It's fucking horrible. But I matched with somebody who was on a date tonight, and it was before I deleted it. And I went, I fucking matched with them on Tinder earlier this week. And I thought, I humiliate myself enough on this, so why not come on and tell you that? And if you want to leave on a cliffhanger, or if you want to do whatever you want to do with it.
Have you slid into said person's DMs?
No. I thought we could just leave it as a little bit of fun for everyone for a future week.
Fuck it. I'm just going to tell everybody it was Amy Graydon, the sailor.
You
Amy, get back on. Amy, get back on. It's the same link.
Aye, it's just like Tinder.
Amy, get yourself back on, hen. Amy Graydon,
get
yourself back on.
I honestly hate Tinder with a 1,000 passions of. I go on it like you go on Netflix to find a trashy something just to pass your time, because you know, 1, you're not meeting them, 2, that's probably not them in the picture, 3, they've generally get pictures with lions or tops off. What is that? What is that?
How many fucking drugged animals is there out there? Let's see that fucking Tiger King. Did that not teach any cunt to maybe not get your picture taken with like a wild animal? Aye, yeah. Like, as if I'm going to get my picture taken this tiger, but it's drooling as if it's on its fucking 15th eckie.
And then you read his caption, he's like Fiposal.
Glasgow's youth shut down fucking years ago. Like,
I know, but I mean, I'm Fiposal. Did you go on Photoshop? And then the other thing is as well, why did people just say, hey?
Oh, wait a second. I just seen another wee thing. Did you swipe right in somebody else in the comments, Danny?
I don't know.
Was that a match?
Leanne Clark?
I feel like Leanne's just trying to cause it in the comments now. That feels like she's thrown me, like it's as if she's a producer in the Jeremy Kyle show, and she's like, I'm going to just fucking throw a grenade in here.
Tinder's wild. Gary wrote Tinder is wild, but you know what happens when Gary eventually goes on Tinder, Danny? What if when he goes for maybe 2 seconds and then shakes himself?
He'll never answer anything. Yeah.
No, he goes on that, and then my fan page, you know, mine for me. Can you see if Gary wants a date? I'm like, go to his own DMs where he can ignore you himself.
But it's weird because it makes you do like shit, man. Like you look at somebody and go, well, they're much better looking than me, but I'll judge their cheekbone structure.
it's not the same. You go for aesthetics, it's not the same because you can go and meet them and you've got absolutely nothing in common.
I know, like, here's Amy now. Like, Amy can fucking take me out in a boat and kill me if it all goes wrong.
So, Amy, you swiped, is it left or right to match with somebody?
Right.
Right, so you swiped right on Danny then, Amy?
Right.
So did you know it was Danny? Danny? I don't know what she said there.
I missed that. It skipped out. So
I sort of thought he looked familiar, but it didn't twig until he was talking about it there, and I was like, I think.
So would you known that?
Yeah, I didn't realise it didn't twig until he was talking about it there, and I was like, oh no.
So Amy, see if you knew it was Danny, and you were like that guy that was on that show that does that, would you still have swiped right?
Maybe. I wouldn't want to get in Kirsty's way is the issue. You know.
That was awkward for a wee minute. I mean,
I wouldn't want to get in Kirsty. I wouldn't want to get in Kirsty's way. You know, like
I think Kirsty's moved on. To be fair,
yeah, several times.
Several times over.
That dog's fucking doesn't even call me dad anymore. It's just like,
I mean, I've got a dog, so you can. I've got a dog, so you can still.
Your dog. Your dog is called Skipper.
I'm getting out of here, guys. You've got 90 seconds.
So, Skipper is what kind of dog is Skipper? A sausage dog. So it doesn't.
He's an
like,
introduction.
It doesn't make mental noises when it sleeps either.
No.
Do you take the dog in the boat?
He
with you,
doesn't make
Amy?
any. He's just a really cuddly dog.
Do you take the dog on the boat with you when you sail?
Yeah, I don't know if you heard earlier, but he's got a life jacket.
No, that's quite sweet. And I'm got a heart of stone. I'm dead inside, and that's quite cute. I sailed once, and the guy tried to make me tie a knot, and I gave up at that point. I lost interest because he seemed like a serial killer. He was an Airbnb host in Barcelona, and he offered to take me out on his boat. And there's a terrible film called Donkey Punch, and that made me think that he was going to do something to me. So he didn't, but I had to tie a knot. What's your favourite knot?
I mean, that's the boring part, to be honest.
Well, what's the exciting part?
The actual sailing, like the getting out and just like the wind and then the boat just like tipping up like this, and you're like, could I fall in? Maybe. Could I die? Possibly. This is great.
Well, that sounds dangerous. Watch Donkey Punch, because that's an education in sailing.
I love how you end your dates. Eat a munchie box. Watch Donkey Punch.
Have you seen it? It's terrible.
I may have seen
Danny,
it.
that fucking. What's your favourite knot? Just
I don't know. I'm trying my best here.
That could have been creepy levels. I mean, that could have been taken in very, very different ways about what your favourite knot is.
Why? Oh, but we're not arsehole, right? Yeah, I'm with you. Aye.
I was more meaning you could hide her up.
All right. Oh, sorry. Aye. Yours is worse than mine.
So I just want to say that Gemma is saying that she's away for our last 2 weeks or something, and this is going to be her Zoom to Groom piece de resistance. So she was putting in the comments that she wants friends as well as boyfriends, so you should follow her. Gemma.
It's what Gemma can't think.
Is this a bad time to tell you that I'm away next week as well, Hannah?
Oh, with Gemma?
No, you haven't signed off my annual leave form yet, so I was just making sure you checked
off. You'll get put to work. Gemma's going to come on to say bye.
Oh, Gemma's like, what does it mean? I was like, come on.
Are you going to be in Sky next week, Gemma?
No.
No.
Because I'm doing you're there, so I won't be.
Well, I deserve that. That's fine. Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. If you want to throw some not-related insults at me as well, then go for it. I'm here for that.
Am I forgetting some drama here?
No, we've dated. But I'm just a cunt. Like, look at that face.
You mean in real life?
No.
Oh, right, okay. Fuck, I thought I'd missed something there.
Danny can only reply to DMs when he's the Zoom to Groom person. That's the only way to reply to things.
Ouch! Oh man, that's a boot in the balls right live there. I mean,
love you, Gemma. We'll hopefully get you back on when we're hopefully.
Gemma, what's your favourite knot?
A noose right now, to be honest.
Jesus Christ!
I like an astronaut myself. Astronauts are cool, but
Fucking hell. Right, Gemma, we'll get you back when we're going out next. It'll be on Sky or something like that, or Netflix, known as. And thanks so much.
Neil Armstrong's an astronaut. He's good.
Danny, did you blow Gemma out?
I'm
I don't want to hear. Oh, I'm just an arsehole. It's me. It's no you. It's me. Did you blow Gemma out?
If I say yes to that, then that makes me an arsehole, and it is me.
Well, exactly. But just admit, answer the question.
I am yes. I ignored a direct message from Gemma, and it was through nothing malicious. It was just Gemma's a better human being than me.
It wasn't you, Gemma. It was me. I just wasn't in the place. Blah blah blah. Danny.
Thankfully, I have a short beard, so I can't get any bad
see Danny, see when you're policing those comments the next time, son, you do something to duty. I just saying to you, Gemma, listen, Gemma, I think you're lovely, but you know what? I'm not interested now. I'll let her down, but no, you did the wee scared boy and hid behind one of your masks. So you aren't only an arsehole, you're a shite bag too. Anyway,
Danny definitely regretting coming back.
Do you watch your
Danny just coming on to tell a wee story there and just like fucking get slaughtered.
I'm so sorry, Danny. That's what you get when you mess around Gemma. We're Team Gemma. And Team Daniel. What was that about him being off next week? No chance.
To be fair, we need Danny though, so can we know or just piss him off, please?
No, I'll cuddle him after I've kicked his head in.
Aye, that's fine. As long as you look after.
Gemma, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
We've seen of you.
Fucking hell. What a show.
Wow.
I know. I love this. Thank you very much.
I honestly do. It's my friends have actually tuned in it tonight. Some of my friends have messaged me and they said, do you know what? This stuff, who put 20 pence in, D Harris, don't start, son. You know what I mean? Stuart Cooper, that would be better. But aye, so Gary Fall's in the building. Here we go. I know it. He will eventually do it. He just needs a wee cuddle. I'll make him win. But my friends were saying they haven't seen any dating show as entertaining as last week's, and we're dying to see this week's.
Yeah,
so there's
nothing like it. There's nothing like it, and you've definitely helped us in the past couple of weeks. You've made it for us, so thank you very much for doing that, Dee.
You're welcome.
We're going to do our best to get that date sorted out. We're sending you somewhere lovely. We're definitely sending.
I'm excited. I'm going to go and check all my mails because I've got quite a few since I've been off.
All right, we'll sort it out. Hopefully, you'll both come back and tell us all how it was going. So thank you very much, Dee.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye-bye. So make sure you go and follow Dee on Instagram. She's held this show for the past 2 weeks. It's been amazing. There's our Instagram there. But that's it for us tonight. That's it for us tonight. I think unless Hannah comes back in and tell me there's something else to get on. But that is it for us. It's been amazing. We have two. I've no screw. I was just waiting on you telling me I was doing something wrong. Have we got anything?
Bye. No, it's going to bye.
But I think it's important that we tell people we've got 2 episodes left.
Yeah.
2 episodes this season left. We need everybody to like, share, tell your pals, tag your single ones, get them involved. We want to keep it going, but we need your support to keep it going. So please,
Gary, we need your support. We need you to do whatever you can to help us keep this show going. And you're going to bring a big crowd, so think about it. It's not for you; it's for us.
I've actually got one more request for everybody else, and that's the name. So we called this Zoom Groom, right? And Zoom Groom is a bit of a play on Zoom calls and weddings. See, the next time you see some wee FUD in the comments saying, do you know fucking rethink of the name? Can you pull them up and say, if you hear the word groom and you think of kids, you're the problem, not us. You're the problem.
And also, we couldn't probably name that if we got the show on TV, and we might try and get the show on TV. So if you've got ideas for names or ideas of things you think would make the show better, then DM the Zoom to Groom page. We'd love to hear your thoughts because you all love it and we hope other people will. Gary, we don't want to stop, but we're going to need somebody of your status and fame to come on the show and help a sister and a brother out. So if you don't want us to stop, Gary, put your money where your mouth is. Don't just be a politician and say, don't stop. Help us not stop by coming on the show.
And make sure you tag all your single, especially guy friends. We need more single guys on this show. Straight, gay, the lot. We need more guys on this show. The girls are amazing. We've got loads of them. They're all wanting to put themselves out there and get a date. And you've You've seen how amazing the girls are that are on this show tonight. Guys, stop being such shitebags. Get yourself signed up. No doubt we'll put up the link in just a second across there of how you can go sign up. But if you go and head over to any of our Facebook pages, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, the lot, you'll find all the details there. Fucking Andy's Love Shack, Jesus Christ. But yes, this has been episode 6. We have 2 more episodes remaining of season 2. Make sure you're back here 10 o'clock tomorrow night. You have been watching Zoom to Groom. See you then.